All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I guess it is afternoon. Well, it will be in about 15 minutes because we go on usually 15 minutes before the club football game starts. So it's about 11:43, and this is CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority. I'm Rick Phillips. Joe Davis is going to be doing your play-by-play. We've got two teams here, both Ohio teams. The Toledo Rockets are being hosted by your Ohio State Buckeyes. We want to welcome fans in from both sides of the aisle because we know there's a lot of Toledo fans that are going to be watching this game. We've seen that from Instagram. We've seen it from Facebook. And so we're grateful that you tune into Campus Nation. And do us a favor before we do anything else. Go to our YouTube page. Make sure that you subscribe to our feed so that whenever we're live and on the air, you'll be able to pick that up. And also, if you're on our Facebook page, like the Facebook page and follow us. We have some very interesting sports. We've got semi-pro. We have obviously all kinds of club football, club hockey here at Ohio State. And we're looking to expand our club field. So we certainly are interested in other venues and other teams.
And you also have me.
Well, we do. Joe Davis. Let me turn you up a little, Joe. I tuned you down because you usually talk loud. Try now.
How's this?
That's better. Joe will be screaming. And I'm just going to preface all this with, not that I'm not, but Joe is an avid Ohio State University fan.
Yes.
And so if he suddenly breaks out in some cheering, please forgive him. We try to be impartial in the sense that we are the Ohio State Buckeyes broadcast team here on Campus Nation. But at the same time, we're not trying to go overboard, and they bring in a lot of fine teams, University of Toledo being one of those. Last week we had a Miami team. Now, one of the things we'll also tell you is this live feed, other than a few hours that it takes us to get back to the studios, probably maybe for a period of about 6 hours, the stream will only stay up that long. So you've got the live stream, and then the archived video on YouTube will be available for about 6 hours. After that, we take it down at the request of Ohio State. They requested that, and we will release all the video of all the games in December once we get through the playoffs and we get through the other parts of their schedule. We also have Ohio State club hockey, men's hockey, and you can see the last game that we did was back in early October, and it was University of Cincinnati coming in to play the Buckeyes. The Buckeyes won that in overtime 5-4. That was an exciting game, so you can see that as far as Ohio State. How you doing? Good. So you're on the field reffing today. All right, I liked you up here better.
Yeah, you can come up here anytime you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
I left my striped shirt at home.
He usually runs the cruise, but he was up here during George Mason's trip in, and he actually did the first half of the broadcast with us. So
cool.
He was gracious enough to do that. But he also heads up the zebras, as I like to call them. But we're about 14 minutes away from game time. I'm going to pan around here. I'm going to first of all take off our static and let you see this beautiful new field, which this is the Ohio State University Marching Band, one of the greatest bands in the world. This is their practice field, and they just put new turf down here and also across the way, and we'll pan over to there.
You know what their name is, don't you? Best damn bland in the land.
Yeah, can we say that?
I did.
But anyway, across the way you can see also there is another field that is for soccer, club soccer and regular soccer. I think they play over there. And, of course, we are in a very impressive shadow. This is intimidating for a lot of teams that come in. And I may have to push our camera forward so that we don't end up running into this pole that is just to the left of me.
I think they play ultimate frisbee over there, too.
You think they do? Okay. Have you played any, Joe?
No, but I've watched it.
You've watched
I used to work with a girl at Kohl's who she was a ultimate frisbee player.
Oh, yeah? And was she any good?
Yes.
Okay. So we are now panned over to the shoe, as it's affectionately called. Ohio State, the Ohio State Division I team plays here, and so anyway,
I've heard of them.
What's that?
I've heard of them.
You've heard of them? Well, I heard of them, and they pulled off a barn burner last night right in that building there with the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Can you say that again real fast?
I can't. One of the things is it's not too windy, it's not too cold. It's just right, as they say, for today's contest. And we were afraid that perhaps because of our vantage point, this is Lincoln Tower Park. The reason that it is so named is particularly because there is a tower, and we're in that tower. The tower is basically open. It's a set of stairs and platforms that go up several stories. And so this is where we have a great vantage point. Also, when they're doing the Script Ohio and they're practicing all the Ohio State band practice routines, they can observe that and be able to see if they're doing it properly, correctly, whatever. So that's the purpose of this, and it makes an effective place for us to do our broadcast from. Sometimes coaches will go up above us on the other platform.
We're also in the shadows of the Twin Towers.
Well, it's not the Twin Towers, Joe.
I call them the Twin Towers.
He's talking about some towers here that are dormitories for students, and they're I don't know how many stories. They look like they're about 30 stories, Joe.
I'd say about that.
Yeah, somewhere between 25, 30 stories. Twin towers that house some of the students here that go to the Ohio State University, and usually Ohio State and the University of Texas and Florida and Gainesville. Those schools each year vie for the largest classes as far as the number of students. In Ohio State terms, normally it's somewhere between 50 and 60,000 students that invade, and literally they invade Columbus during college season, and of course the merchants here love it, and it's great for business. It's great for everybody that's associated with anything Ohio State. And as we do, we certainly enjoy being here and appreciate all the support that we're getting from club sports here at the Ohio State University. You got a little wet there, Joe. You didn't realize there was rain on your platform, did you?
No.
Yeah. So I think I had some information that Sydney had provided us, but I'm going to go through real quick. Today's game. And I'm not going to put the logos on the screen for this particular one, but today's game is brought to you by Crystal Duncan Realtor, Keller Williams Pinnacle Group, Sam's Meat in Wilmington, Ohio, Liberty Savings Bank, Weblin Excavating. Those are sponsors that help bring all Campus Nation sports. We did a high school playoff game last night between the Clinton Massey Falcons in Clinton County and the Northridge Polar Bears out of Dayton. Clinton Massey dominated that game. They won, I think, 55-13 was the final score. And you can actually see that here on Campus Nation. Don't watch it right now. Watch obviously our stream here today. But it was a great game as far as Clinton Massey fans. I know this was the first travel to any playoff game for Northridge, so we congratulate them. Obviously, they've got a program that maybe is up and coming. The Clinton Massey Falcons face Waverly, the Waverly Tigers out of southeast Ohio for their next playoff game. Once again, that'll be from Clinton Massey. But great games, great teams. We associate ourselves with the best teams that are here in the area, in the tri-state area. And we've been all over Ohio. We've been into Kentucky. We've been down into Tennessee. We'll go just about anywhere to have some good sports. And believe me, this game that you will see today, these players that you see, these athletes, and they are athletes, no doubt about it. They're playing not because they're getting scholarships. They're playing because they love the game of football. And you can tell that when you talk to them. You can tell that, obviously, when you see them. These guys, they leave it all on the field, just like any other.
And they're good. And they were still the best of the best in their high schools when they played. They just did not go out. Either one did not go out for the regular football team, or did not go out, did not get a scholarship. But they're still very, very good players.
Right, and so we take nothing away from the players that play any of the club sports, either here at Ohio State or, for that matter, any of the other schools. Of course, these teams typically are Division I schools. I think at the club football sport level, this is Division II football. But still, any way you look at it, these guys are true athletes, and we certainly appreciate them and all the support people that are here at Ohio State that help make club sports a reality. And it's a way for a lot of people to participate in sports that may not have actually been at that level that they could get a scholarship and actually play for the Division I number one varsity teams. But these athletes are going to give you a good game today. I guarantee it.
Yes, we saw I saw the Ohio State Miami game, and it was a well played game.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. They're for the most part, there's very little chippiness or anything like that. Sometimes little people get their dander up and they might get a little upset, but for the most, they're well coached, well played, and these guys put on a show. They put on a good game. And we've got a zebra down there on the field, a referee that was up here in the booth where you are, Joe, 2 weeks ago for the George Mason contest. He was doing the first half of our contest there. Did a great job.
Did he go down and referee the second half?
No. Oh. and we don't want to talk about that because there was a questionable call on the part of the referees that game, which resulted in a safety for Ohio State. And it was challenged because Ohio State only won, by a point, and so it could have gone the other way. But it was not granted. And looking at the video, because we have the luxury of being able to do that, right. It almost looked like the young man stepped out of the back of the end zone. Now, that is sort of conjecture because even from looking at the video, you couldn't tell positively. But, the officials on the field made the call. They saw the call.
Is that what they said he did?
He actually, what happened was the ball carried him into the end zone, and he was going to bring it out, and then he thought twice and took a knee.
Right.
But the problem was he'd already started out of the end zone, and because it had carried him into the end zone, he had to bring it out, which he didn't do. Taking a knee resulted in the 2 points. And that was one of the game changers in the game. I'm not going to say the game rested on that safety.
Well, the ruling on that is if you were within, I think it's within 2 yards or 3 yards, and you the momentum takes you 2 steps into the thing, you don't have to come out. But if you're more than that, where you had the ability to stop.
He went to the back of the end zone. Like I said, I thought he stepped on the end zone line or very close to it. I couldn't tell from the video, but he was definitely in the end zone. So we are just about ready to start. Got about 4 minutes to the top of the hour, and we're supposed to get underway. Kickoff at noon. Now, I'm not sure. They're sort of looking around like they're waiting for something. We're not supposed to have any rain, any sprinkles today. It's supposed to actually be sunny today, although we've got some overcast cloudiness, at least for the time being. But as the day goes on, it's supposed to get even sunnier.
Well, they were looking this way, but I look this way. What I see is the score clock, and I'm wondering if they were just looking at the clock or something.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think whether the clock was working. I don't think the clock was working last week or the 2 weeks ago in the George Mason contest. I think that there was a problem with the clock. They're going to replace the clock. They've renovated these fields with the new turf and everything, and that scoreboard is going to be replaced. Here come the Buckeyes, and they're in their scarlet or their gray outfits today. A lot of times they'll wear their scarlet and gray combination. But anyway, we got about 1:41 before the kickoff. The scoreboard is working, which is very helpful for us because it's hard for us to even know the time or anything like that. And it's hard for the players, for that matter.
I like our view of the game this week compared to last week.
Well, last week at Yeager Stadium, which is a historical stadium at Miami University, the University of Miami in Cincinnati, we were 100 rows up on a large platform made for television under the actual press box. Didn't have press box access, and so we were out on this huge platform, but we had to walk because there was no elevator like we normally get when we go to the press boxes normally. There was no elevator, so we went up 100 flights of stairs and up to this platform. It was a beautiful view.
I thought it was 500 steps up myself.
and fortunately, it wasn't as hard coming down as it was going up. We just tossed you over the side, Joe.
Yeah.
All right, so the Buckeyes and the Rockets are at midfield. Do we have any indication yet?
They're shaking hands. I don't think they've actually did anything yet.
All right. So he's introducing the other referees. Judge, Joe, you've refereed football before, haven't you?
No.
No? You've done everything else.
Everything else.
Basketball, volleyball.
I did.
You're official, Ohio State High School Athletic Association official. You have the official stuff.
What's the
There's
game,
the coin flip.
The game the girls play at high school.
Field hockey?
No, the football.
Oh, football. Flag football?
Yeah, the girls play it. No, they don't play flag football. They play tackle.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, I've refereed that game.
So did we find out, was it Toledo that waved off they're going to, let's see, they're going to show us.
I think Toledo's kicking off to Ohio State.
Okay, so if that's the case.
No, they're receiving. Take it back. He said Hillsborough, gosh. Toledo is receiving. Ohio State is kicking off.
So Toledo will go from, on your TV screen, from the left to the right in this first series of downs, this first half. And the Buckeyes will defend the goal to the right. I don't know whether this is north and south. I mean, obviously the stadium, I'm sure, runs north and south.
I think the sun was over there a while ago,
That's
so I
west.
thought that was east. Well, the sun was over there. How could that be west when that's –
Joe, there's no sun. It's cloudy.
It was over there. See over there where it's still the sun was over on that side.
There is some sun over there, but so you think that's the east?
Yeah, it's got to be east.
Well, it doesn't have to be.
And that's north, that's south, and that's west. This field is going east and west as far as I'm concerned. East to our right, west to our left.
If you say so, Joe.
Is that going to the hospital, the helicopter?
Yep. Ohio State, and my wife goes to several of these specialists up here in excellent care. Probably the Cleveland Clinic is the only thing that would rival the Ohio State medical care that you could get here in the state of Ohio. And they've got buildings all over the Columbus area. And she has about 11 specialists. And she goes to, we're all over Columbus all the time going to. All right, so the Buckeyes are getting ready to kick off, Joe. I'm going to turn this over to you.
Right.
Since you are doing the play-by-play, I'll just add my 2 cents every so often.
$1.50. Here we go. Getting ready for the kickoff. It's up, and it's long, and it's going down to the 15-yard line. Picked up running back. Number 8, getting tackled at the 23-yard line.
And they were on him, and he did not gain much in the way of yardage.
No, and I'm trying to find out name here.
We were going to try to put them in numerical order like you requested, but
they're not. There it is.
I didn't pay Sydney enough money to do that.
Zachary, Farrugia. Farrugia.
Okay.
I'll try that. On these names, I like it when there's somebody around I can ask how they pronounce it, so I do his name correctly. But
so we've got the time and we've got the period and we have the score. We do not have yards, so we just have to give you our bird's eye view of the yards. It looks like.
Is that number 1 or number 7 on the quarterback?
It's on the 22-yard line of Toledo. It's number 1.
Okay. And I don't find number 1. I do find number 7. Handing off number 23, going right up the gut. And they looks like got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
So even for us, keeping track of the downs, you got to look to the down marker.
That was Richard Moore, the run that ran that ball.
And the down marker was broken last week, just to give you a heads up here, on the 3rd to 4th down. So it was 2nd down and then 4th down twice. Remember? Oh, that was at Miami. Was that at Miami?
Yes.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about that here.
We had the 2-3 down. All right, look, going back, passing to the right, and nobody there. Or passing to his left, our right, but his left. Nobody there.
So it's going to bring up third down.
And I believe that's number 7, not number 1. No, there's number 1. I finally found it.
There you go, Joe.
Derek Daniels.
Derek Daniels, the quarterback for the Rockets.
He's out of Toledo Central.
I was looking at where some of the hits were coming from the website. It looked like we were having a lot of people out of Detroit and up in Michigan, actually, going to be tuning into this game. A lot of people in Toledo, or would go to Toledo, would be from Michigan.
All right. Here comes the play. Throwing to his left again. In the hands and out of the hands of number 20 for Toledo. And I'm looking down through my sheet real fast, trying to find that number. We should put these in alphabetical order, make it a lot easier.
Numerical order, Joe.
What'd I say?
You said alphabetical.
Alphabetical.
They are in alphabetical order.
Oh.
So we're going to punt here with a fourth down.
Jalen Boyd was the intended receiver on that play.
All right. Number 7 is back there punting, Joe.
There's number 7. And that is Seth Gray.
Kind of a low punt.
Hits on the 49 of Ohio State. He's crossing, picks it up, crosses over, and gets to the 45 of Toledo. And we got a flag down.
Imagine that.
Holding against Ohio State on the run back. So
the Buckeyes will go back an extra bit of yardage here for their hold.
Looks like it's just about where he went down, where the holding was at.
It's a spot foul, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll take it from there and go back. So it should go about the 45 of Ohio State, I think. Let's find out. Yep. The ball, nose of the ball is touching the 45 of Ohio State.
Joe, you know everything there.
Almost.
That's what,
and here
what
comes
you told your kids, right?
Here comes Ohio State. Caleb Stover running, handing off to, and he got maybe a yard. It looks like that was number 7 for Ohio State. And number's not on my sheet here, so find out who that was.
Who is quarterbacking for Ohio State?
Caleb Slover, Slover is how she has it spelled on my sheet.
All right, just wanted to check, make sure.
I'm going by.
No, that's Kellen Gerstein, number 4. You got to look on the Ohio State roster.
Sorry. I am, but I thought up here. He's taking off. Kellen's going around over the 50, over the 45, and finally runs out about the 37-yard line of Toledo, I believe. It's where they're marking him out. She put all the starters up here, but she didn't mark the quarterback.
Yeah, okay. Well, you didn't you remember Gernstein from last week?
Oh, yes. I remember the name.
Yeah.
Kellen Gernstein.
Quite mobile, and they did they took our video of the game, and because there were some pretty good moves on his part, resulting in a touchdown, and that he was the highlight reel.
We got three down south, 1 north. Here comes the play. Okay, looking this way, throwing this side, and caught at the 30-yard line was number 6.
That is a catch.
Anthony Novak.
So Kellen hits Novak there, and they are at the 30-yard line of the Rockets.
Okay, it's 2nd down and 3. As long as their 2nd down here is really their 2nd down, you know.
That's right, yeah. These aren't broke. That was last week.
All right. 2nd down, need 3. Hector Gernstein looks, fakes, throws short and incomplete.
So a quick over the center pass.
He faked right on purpose and then threw quick hard, but it was immediately right at the ankles of the receiver, and he couldn't come up with it. So it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
And we're actually in 4-down territory, I'm very sure.
I would think.
Too long for a field goal, but
especially with the wind today. It's blowing hard.
It's blowing
on the field a lot harder.
It's blowing toward the Buckeyes, it looks like.
Either that or left or right. Here comes the snap. Got it. Hands off. Left side. Goes around the outside and then gets the first down and goes out of bounds. Number 13. Not on my initial list. Let me dig through here and find out who the running back was. Jalen Haley. Jalen Haley out of Zanesville.
We called his name a few times at Miami last week. Yeah. Joe, after about 6 or 7 more games, you'll know all these players.
Oh, man, that'd be great. And I don't have to keep
Well,
looking
we only
at
have
the
one
sheet.
more regular season game at Wright State, I think.
And I won't be here.
Well, you won't be there.
Won't be there. I won't be here either. The look throw. Caught at the 15-yard line.
They're going to give it to him, I'm sure.
Yes.
He was on his back.
But he got his arms underneath of it. It's a good catch. You can watch it on the replay.
Speaking of the Raiders there, Joe, where'd you graduate from college?
I went to a team called Wright State.
Where did I go to college?
Wright State. Green and gold. And we got 3 down to the left, 1 up north, and 1 in the backfield. And that's number 13.
Gernson's going to pass.
Throws hard and off the hand.
Good defense. I think it was number 44 that got his hands on it and brought it down. He knocked down that pass, else it would have been a completion, it looked like.
Yeah, it was a good defensive play by Toledo there. And that number 44 would have been Elijah Anderson.
So Anderson makes that great defensive play.
He's from Central Catholic in Toledo.
3rd down.
Okay, Jalen's in the backfield with Gernstein. Kellen Gernstein.
It's a run.
Quarterback keeper going up the middle, and he's going to go right on in for a touchdown. Faked you out.
He did fake.
I was watching the quarterback the whole time.
It was still in the camera's eyes, so I didn't get completely faked out.
Great fake handoff by Kellen Gernstein,
and he is very elusive when he gets a little bit of steam going.
And we're lined up for the extra point by David Rive Jr. Oh, bad snap. And
it's a live ball.
Rive picks it up, running around with the ball, passes the ball, and incomplete.
They're going to call grounding, intentional grounding.
He actually threw it over someone's head. But the thing about it is, in college especially, if they pick that ball up and run it back, it's live. The other team gets the
2 points or
2
something?
points conversion.
That's right. Yeah. So you gotta smother it, or in this case, he picked it up and just threw it away.
Yeah, I thought he would once he got his hands on it, he'd just go down, but he actually tried to make a play out of it.
Yeah. Heads up play though. So the score remains Ohio State 6, and the Rockets still yet to score 6-0.
And here goes Rive Jr. out to do the kickoff now, again his second time.
So I didn't really see, because I was looking through the camera lens, I didn't really see what happened, whether someone was bearing down on him, or what the reason was for whether it was just a bad snap.
Bad snap. It was low. Just went through there. Here we go. And the kick is up and going again about the 15. And he put his knee down when he caught the ball. So I think they're going to mark it about the 16-yard line.
Yeah. Once you have your knee down in college, you are down. No one has to touch you.
Nope. I couldn't tell from my vantage point 100% if it could have been 2 inches off the ground, so I wasn't going to say he was down until I heard the whistle.
Well, the officials on the field saw it, and they made the call. And I've got to say, for the most part, I've not really seen bad calls on the part of the officials either here or anywhere else we've been.
No, everything I've seen since I've been here last week and stuff has been very good, very well called game. Okay, and they have it and handing off and going up the middle and again getting back to the line of scrimmage. Was Derek Daniels, quarterback, handed off and again got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was about it. Boom. And I believe that was Richard Moore again, also number 23 on the play. Richard Moore, he get twice. I mean, going up the middle on this defense has not worked well.
Very hard.
In motion, number 0, and throwing out to the lower side and hit again and tackled at the 20-yard line. They might get him back to the line of scrimmage, and that's.
Well, it looks like they've got a 3rd and 4.
Okay, I'm sorry, not line of scrimmage. You actually gained
Looks
yardage.
like he picked up yardage, maybe 5, 6. So anyway, we've got a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4, 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, maybe.
It's off the thing. I think it's actually 3rd and 5, actually.
Okay.
I think it'll, because the yard marker
No,
is
you're
off
right.
the thing. I think it's right where the referee's standing, and
Yep.
the referee's standing on the
20-yard line.
21-yard line.
21 yard. Yeah, and we're on the 31, it looks like.
Right.
All right.
Again, we have Daniels in the backfield and very high, wobbly pass.
Did he get it?
No, he had his hands on it, but Ohio State's defense
wrestled it away
from him. That was number 19 for Ohio State.
Got a 4th down.
Knocked the ball out of his hands.
The Rockets will, I'm assuming,
Yeah, I don't
punt.
think this is 4-down territory here.
No, not quite. Not quite. Maybe it is like we used to play on Sundays at my at the field in front of my high school, Beaver Creek. We used to play on Sundays sort of some field football. And it was
there goes
rough.
the punt. Number 7 punts it, hits on the 45, going to bounce past the Ohio State 45, 43-yard line.
Looks like they're going to kill it at about, the 32-yard line.
35, 36, 37.
Yeah, 37-yard line.
Sorry.
5 yards off.
I was 5 yards off. I was the other direction. I said 40 went 40.
Well, between the two of us, Joe, we're bound to get it right after a while.
We'll divide it up. You had yours, I'll add mine, divide it in half, and we should come close. All right. Again, now we got Ohio State with Kellen Gerenstein in the backfield. Lone. We got 3 down to the left, 2 up to the right. Empty backfield. Looking, standing, staring, throws hard, caught at the 50-yard line, falls forward to the 49 of Toledo.
Nice pass, nice reception, number 12.
But I tell you what, when he throws it hard.
That's right. He's got some zip on that, doesn't he?
Boy.
And, of course, you're listening to CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority, right here at The Ohio State University for Toledo and Ohio State football, club football.
2 up north, 2 down south, 1 in the backfield with Gerenstein. And he fakes it, he keeps it himself, and he's going to run to he got about to the 43-yard line.
Yeah. He's such a threat when he has the ball in his hands, and they run a lot of plays where he literally carries the ball, he fakes the handoff, and usually those plays gain a lot of yardage.
Yeah. And they do a good job faking. The running back really makes it look like he's got the ball for the first 2 or 3 steps, and it takes the defense away. So Gerenstein kept it himself. It's going to be 2nd down and about 4. And pass, play, caught, number 9, and boom, knocked off his feet, but kept the ball. Got to the 35-yard line.
Looked like a slant play over the middle, and he was open and made the reception. The Buckeyes are on the move. They are to the 35-yard line of the Rockets.
Before they get up, I'm going to try to tell you who caught that ball. Ryan Cameron caught that pass. Great play. Looks like a blitz coming, and a handoff up the middle. And he broke tackles, and he's still going his feet and gets to about the 31, and here comes a flag.
Looked like they picked up they saw the blitz was coming, and so we've got a player that might be a little hurt there for the Rockets.
This is either a hold or a face mask, I might guess.
Probably face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, yep. From the angle of the play coming in, I figured it. I started to say face mask, but I wanted to make sure before I committed myself. So it's personal foul. It's going to be 15 yards. We're taking that ball all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't know if they've got anything but a 15-yard penalty for face masks. I don't think there's a flagrant, they don't discern the difference anymore.
Well, he said personal foul. So if it's I don't know if they have the non-personal foul, which would be 5 yards. So.
The non-personal foul.
Well, if it's an accidental, your hand accidentally got there.
Well, that's true. Yeah, got tangled up.
All right, got down to the 15-yard line, so he gained about 1 yard on that play.
Number 13.
Number 13, Jalen, on that play, and that is Jalen Haley, number 13. And number 7's in the backfield this time. Gernstein's got the ball, throwing to the right, throws, and led the player
just a little too much. So we got 5:52 remaining in the first quarter of play. Here from the campus of The Ohio State University. Wonder how many coffee shops they've got here in this area.
Well, I know one for you is right across the street practically.
Well, that's true. We went over there to the Target, and there's a Tim Hortons over there.
There's number 7 in the backfield. Oh, there it is. Jonathan Thiel.
He's got him. Let's see. Little overthrow.
And I couldn't remember last week if that's pronounced Thiel. I think I pronounced it Thiel last time, like the T with no H. Thiele. I wish somebody knew how to pronounce that name. So now it's going to be 4th. And it looks like we're going to do a field goal attempt from the hiking it from the 21. They're going to be kicking it from the 22nd yard line. And it's going to be a 32-yard field goal attempt. Ball's up. Long enough. And good.
All right.
Thought it was good. Nice kick. That was through by easily 10 more yards. 10 to 15 more yards on that play would have got that through. So he could have made a 42, 47-yard field goal there. And he's taking his time going back out to kick this one. Kickoff, David Rive Jr.
So it's 9-0 Buckeyes. Getting ready for the next kickoff here.
And doing their sway. And here we go. And it's up. And it's long. It's going to hit about the 15. Bounce to the 8. Picked up by number 6. Getting back. There's an opening. He's coming over the near sideline, going down the field and pushed out of bounds by the kicker.
Good
Great
run back.
play.
Good
Nice
run
back. And let me see. Number 8.
That gives the Rockets excellent field position at about the 49-yard line.
Yeah, that's
of the
Zachary
Buckeyes.
Ferrugia. Nice run back. That was an excellent run back. Made a great cut. Found an opening. Here we go in the backfield. Handoff split out to number 28, running back around the left side. Found an opening. He's getting it here. Here comes a flag in. Probably going to be a hold. He got the first down, but I think it's going to come back.
Yep. And 99 times out of 100, it's not really necessary for that hold. I know they're trying to, but see how cloudy it is up there? It's cloudy.
And it's starting from the 45, so it's going to go to the other 45, it looks like. So nice run for naught. We've got 5:27 left in the first quarter. Ball is now placed on Toledo's own 45. First down is not until the 39 of Ohio State.
Good math there, Joe.
Thank you.
It's that East Clinton math.
That's that East Clinton math.
What are their colors?
Scarlet and gray. Shock, shock. And their fighting song is the same.
Same song, huh?
Same song.
Okay. Well, don't say that too loud. They might get sued or something.
Sorry. And here we go. We got two in the backfield. Hike. Fake handoff.
Trying to pass.
And he's getting surrounded and brought down immediately for a little bit of a loss. Going to take him back to about the 42-yard line, looks like. So Ohio State playing good defense. Now it's about second and about 19. I'm used to looking at the scoreboard to check, but there's nothing marked up there.
You mean as far as downs?
Yeah.
Yeah. The scoreboard. The new scoreboard, I believe, is a complete scoreboard, so it should be.
All right, we got play. Handoff up the middle again, and he's getting some good yardage. Gained until about the 46-yard line of Ohio State.
Hang on to those. Don't blow away.
It's the only numbers I got. If they blow away, I don't have any.
I've got it back up.
That was, oh boy, another name I love. Devin Legendre. 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 That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Yeah.
Well, my wife, her first language is French.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's all she spoke.
I thought you told me her language was Jewish.
No, she's Jewish, but she doesn't speak. Well, she does speak some Hebrew.
I thought she said "oy vey."
Oy vey. That's not French, Joe.
That's Jewish. All right, here we go. Legendre in the backfield with quarterback, and the quarterback's going to pass. He's running. Oh, he got tackled. I thought he was going to get away for a second.
Buckeyes.
Man, a great defense. Brought it back to the 35-yard line. And that was Derek Daniels as the quarterback. And now it's going to be fourth down and a bunch.
Yeah, I would call it that. I would say right now it's probably about 10, 15, 26. 20, 20, 25, 26 yards. Quick kick.
Nice high kick. It's going to come down about the 34-yard line of Ohio State. He took off. Nice open field tackle. Great tackle by number 10 for Toledo.
Who is that, Joe?
And I'm trying to find Raymond Shaver.
For those of us that don't know, Joe's paperwork is like 5 sheets of names across 5, and so he has to sort of sort through.
And not numerical.
And they're not numerical, or alphabetical, as Joe calls it. They're not numerical, so it is. And we tried. We were going to put them in numerical order, but we waited for some last-minute changes. A lot of times, the Buckeyes coach will send us some stuff, and so we thought, well, we'll hold off. And since we did, we didn't get them in numerical order, Joe.
You might call this the 2-minute warning. It's 2 minutes and 7 seconds for the remaining of this quarter. They're standing over the ball for some reason right now. They're looking.
Seems like it was a long quarter. Sometimes a quarter's like they fly. This one, this first quarter seems like it.
Okay, they put some time back on the clock. They're putting time back on the clock, and that's what they're waiting for. They're running it up to 2:17.
And that's where it
Still
is.
going up. Nope, stopped. It was stopped one time before and then went up. No, now it's 2:19.
Yeah, I think they've got they have the ability to do that from down on the field. So,
all right, one in the backfield. Hand off. Coming around the outside. Jalen stops cut. He's coming back again, and he gained about a yard.
Didn't really have a lot of room there to work.
No.
He was trapped against the sideline.
And he thought about reversing his field, but he thought better against it.
Heard steps.
So all right, that was Jalen Haley. Sorry about that.
I think the clouds are starting to sort of thin, so maybe the sun is starting to burn off these clouds that have been hanging around. There's sun out there, Joe.
All right. And here goes Gernstein looking around, standing, and throws. Caught at the 50-yard line, breaks away, gets to the 40, 35, and finally brought down about the 32-yard line.
Nice pass, nice catch, nice yardage.
And that was caught by number 9.
Got to hurry up offense going on here. Buckeyes are lining up.
They're going to get it before I can say it.
Toledo's hurrying back.
And here goes the handoff. Patty kept, faked handoff, and was going to come back.
There's a flag,
There's a flag, probably a hold downfield.
Probably trying to get around the corner. A Buckeye might have.
Yeah, he's already ran for like 15 yards, and then someone holds. It's like, don't do that.
Right. So it is holding. The ball will come back. And
Ryan Cameron was the previous play, number 9. Finally found those numbers as they did a hurry-up.
Ellen Gernstein coming over and talking with the coach.
And it was a hold downfield. So the ball goes back to the 31-yard line. That looks like it's about almost the original line of scrimmage was 32. So it's going to be
second down
and 9. Quick pass on the outside, but missed the mark. He was being rushed and got rid of it quicker than he wanted to. Casey Scroggins was the intended receiver.
We haven't heard his name today, but we had heard it. It was mentioned a few times last game.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So have you figured out what you're getting your grandson from Traditions?
My son.
Oh, it's your son you're going to buy something for? It's his birthday?
Yeah.
How old is he?
Tomorrow. I don't know, 40-something. Don't ask me to add that quick.
Well.
And throws going long, but there's a flag in the backfield, probably holding.
That makes you really old, Joe.
I know.
Really old.
I think he's 46 this year.
So you're going down to see your daughter in South Carolina next week?
My daughter in next week, and my grandson birthday is the 5th, and I've already bought him his Ohio State shirts.
Okay.
Got a jacket and some shirts,
and
taking them down to.
Do you get a discount? You have so much stuff. No one has seen this man's abode. You talk about the only person that I know of that probably has more Ohio State stuff is Tony Mancuso, and he's got a man cave full of Bengals and Reds and Ohio State stuff in his basement.
I've got a few Bengal stuff, and I've got 1 or 2 Red stuff, not much. And it's a quarterback keeper going up the middle, turns and then boom, gets hit the last time. And he's gained back a lot of that yardage
that they lost.
And now we're
third and what, 6?
3rd and 6, and my guess is 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5. Close, right in that range. Depends on where they're. It looks like it's to the 27-yard line. Got to get to the 20. 20 and pass. Number 6.
Quick hitter across
Quick
the center.
hitter. Here goes another flag. Oh, my gosh.
I don't think this is against the Buckeyes, though.
I don't know. We'll find out.
I mean, it could be in the area of holding, but
well, I mean, where he zigzagged, he stopped, then turned directions, went back. So it could be.
Buckeyes are walking back, so it looks like it's going to be against them.
If he, when he caught it, he started running and stopped, zigzagged back, and made some more yardage. And I think that hold, that'll get somebody held right there. And we're coming back.
10-yard penalty.
It's going to be placed at the 29-yard line. And that player was Anthony Novak, by the way, that made that catch.
So that'll be a 3rd and about 7, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 3rd and 6, something like that.
Yeah. Well, when they put the markers, off the field, it's kind of hard at our angle to tell exactly where those are.
That's right, because we don't have the vantage point of being directly across from them.
All right, in the backfield. Quarterback, Gernstein throws. Caught. Well, the referee right beside him had his back to the play going as it went over him. They're saying he hit the field, but I don't think any referee said yes. And that's the end of the quarter. They're going to count it as a complete first down. Ball at the 16, 17-yard line. I believe 17. Rick's the only one that can look on there and tell us if that was a catch or not.
Oh, put it on my shoulders, Joe.
But we're going to mark where we are and then go to the other side, end of the field, I think is what we're going to do with the.
Well, they've got 3.6 seconds technically left, and now it's winding down, and that will be it.
Well, they had it ran down to 0 before, but then they put time back on the clock again.
That's right. So, at the end of the first quarter, it's your Ohio State Buckeyes 9, and the Toledo Rockets yet to get on the board. But it's a low-scoring affair so far.
Right.
Some good defense on the part of both teams. Some penalties on the part of the Buckeyes that have probably created more havoc with them than they care to have. And we'll go to the opposite end of the field with the start of the second quarter. All right, that'll give me a little bit of time to talk about, and I'll put that on the field or on the Crystal Duncan, your Clinton Massey hometown realtor. This is also Clinton County. Crystal's from Keller Williams Pinnacle Group. She invites you to give her a call for all your real estate needs. Whether you're buying, selling land, new construction, residential, or commercial, her 24 years of experience in the business will help you achieve all of your dreams. Crystal is a Massey grad and an ex-school board member, so the community means a lot to her. Give Crystal a call today, 937-725-5097. Crystal Duncan, your hometown realtor. Now they're waiting on something. What is it?
Player, get out on the field.
A player to be named
one or
later?
Two player, there he comes.
Okay, all right.
Came back to get something for his helmet or something, and then.
So an equipment issue here.
All right, here we go. Again, we got Haley and Gernstein in the backfield, and dropped the ball. Quarterback picked it up. Now he's going to run for a touchdown, right up the middle.
Kellen, he is a good runner, and he just shows you right there.
And I tell you, the losing the ball helped because, one, I think the defense lost the ball. Where's it at? Because nobody can see it because it's laying on the ground. And by the time he could pick it up, there was a big hole up the middle, and he just scrambled directly for a touchdown.
So that makes it 15-0 right now. We'll wait to see what we do here on this extra point.
And it's good.
So, starting the second quarter of play, Ohio State has a 16-0 lead over the University of Toledo Rockets.
Yeah, the kicker for Ohio State looks pretty decent from last week to this week. Both.
Strong leg,
yes,
strong leg.
Nice legs.
I'm telling you, these athletes that play for these teams, these club teams, they do great jobs. And
he doesn't look. He's not a big boy. I mean, he probably shy of 6 foot tall, and probably shy of 150 pounds. But he's got a leg on him, that's for sure.
So the Buckeyes will get ready to kick off again after scoring that touchdown.
And he catches it about the 8-yard line. Coming back, cuts it in.
Good cut.
He had a nice run last time and almost had another one. That's Zachary Ferrugia, and he's number 8 and he's had a couple good runs. I tell you, nice run back. Got the ball out to right at the 30-yard line. So he started at the 8, got to the 30. That's a nice run back. And here they come up the line. Derek Daniels, quarterback. Devon Legendre. And boom.
That was not happening.
No. Lost some yardage on that play.
Actually,
looks like a
Buckeyes down. He's so while they attend our downed Buckeye, I will bring up another. If I can get down here and get my paper blew away here. So once again, Liberty Savings Bank can save you time and money with historically low mortgage rates and state-of-the-art online banking. Our team appreciates the coaches, teachers, administrators for the work they do today to build the leaders of tomorrow. We'd also like to thank our employees that are dedicated to making our community great. Find out what we can do for you at libertysavingsbank.com. And another hometown favorite in Wilmington, Joe, you've probably eaten there a lot, and that's Sam's Meats. Football fans, stop by Sam's Meats in Wilmington, Ohio, and support a locally owned and operated business. Sam's Meats has fresh chicken, pork, beef, deli cheeses, and lunch meats. Oh, it's delicious. Oh. Their meat meals are a great way to buy meat in bulk and helping you save time and helping you save money. Dine in and enjoy homemade hot bar meals and grill items. Sam's Meat also offers catering, party trays, and homemade desserts. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. and 8 a.m. to 4 a.m. on Saturday. I think that's p.m. I don't think that's 4 a.m. It's 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday.
Right.
And don't forget their bacon. They got the greatest bacon, I'll tell you what. Sam's Meats, a Wilmington favorite. And it's worth a trip to Wilmington just to eat there.
Matthew Newsom coming off the field with a little help. His right leg a little gingerly, but he looks like he'll be all right. He's walking on it now.
All right, the Rockets are ready.
Coming back. Throws out here to the right side. Caught, but immediately hit and then, boom, brought down by more Buckeyes. Going to be at the 29-yard line, so they're up to within 1 yard of the original line of scrimmage. Buckeye defense is pretty good.
They are great.
And we're going to be 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 from the 29-yard line. Got to get to the 40.
Reminds me of those defensive plays I made on those Sundays at high school when we were out there on Sunday morning out there playing football at the high school.
I thought that was your Sunday school class.
Well, it might have been.
All right, here we go. And quarterback throws, looks like
it's a catch.
Catch, but is it going to be enough? Where are they going to mark it? Yep, they're giving it to him.
They're giving it to him.
I thought he was about 6 inches shy, but they're going to say he was hit and pulled back.
Joe, your eyes are old.
I know it.
It's forward progress.
I didn't think the forward progress got to the 40s. That was what I was saying.
So the ball's right on the Buckeyes 40 or the Rockets 40-yard line.
Nice pass by Derek Daniels.
That was a great pass.
And hands-offs this time going up the middle.
Not much.
That's Devon.
Don't think he might, with his forward progress, made it back to the line of scrimmage. It looks like the ref is standing right there on the 40. Okay, maybe he picked up.
They gave him 1 yard to the 41.
Yeah.
Is that Devon or Devon?
Probably Devon.
Devon?
I don't know.
The French pronunciation would be Devon.
Devon. Okay.
Devon Legendre.
Okay.
But,
all right. Well,
it's probably Devon.
It's very. You know what? That's one of the great things about university sports. I was watching a championship between. I think it was the. I don't know whether. Well, Liberty was one of the teams, but they were playing.
Here comes the pass over the left side. Caught! Number 3. Here comes the Buckeyes, going to finally get him out of bounds, but great pass by Derek, and
nice pass,
back to the
nice
25.
Catch.
And let me tell you a second here who caught that pass. My eyes go down the sheets. Daniel Mensah.
So Mensah with the reception. But anyway, I was watching field hockey, which is a very interesting sport. Women's field hockey, and it was between, I think, Old Dominion and Liberty, and nice
up
run.
The middle, number 23, nice run for Toledo.
Yeah, Toledo's starting to get some mo.
Was that Legendre 28, or was that 23? 23, I think. I'm trying to find a number 23 on this.
If it's 23, mention the young man's name.
If I find it.
We need a spotter for you, Joe.
Well, we do. There it is. Richard Moore. I mentioned it earlier.
All right.
Richard Moore.
All right.
Nice run,
so
baby.
The Rockets, they've got some mo going on here. Let's see what they can do.
2 in the backfield. Going to be a pass, though. They were back to block. In the end zone, nice catch.
Oh, yes.
Just walked underneath of it. Jack Glowski, number 0, just walked right underneath that catch in the end zone. Nobody around him and made a great play.
Easy for you to say, Joe.
Yes. He's got must be a brother, I bet, on this team, Justin Glowski.
So the Rockets are on the board now. Buckeyes lead 16-6, but the Rockets are going for that extra point. We'll see if they can.
Ooh, it was a little. Did he get it up and over? He did.
It looks like
it
did, yeah.
Snap. I mean, I don't know if the snap was bad, but the hold was bad. The snap, I think, was a little short. Picked up, put down, and he made it. Nice job.
All right. So we will pan over to our favorite structure here on the campus at Ohio State. Well, one of the favorite structures. There are several on this campus here.
I'm going to say several on this campus. I don't see number 35 on my sheet. Number 35 is who kicked it. I'll keep looking again. I can look over sometimes with these old eyes of mine, but I do not see a number 35 on here. Checking positions to see if I see K for kicker. And there is one right there, number 26.
Is that what that K stands for?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Grace Dudziak is a kicker, but that's nowhere near number 35. And I do not see a number 35.
So the Rockets have finally scored. It is 16-7 Buckeyes. But the Rockets have the mo, at least going in this quarter.
And number 35 again is going to do the kickoff. Unless that is Grace Dudziak. And it's going to be a short, high kick caught about the 28-yard line coming up. Breaking, going the outside, breaking around the corner, and finally tackled at the 48-yard line. Nice 20-yard run back on that play.
Gets a pat on the back from one of the coaches. Looks like the ball's going to be spotted at about the, 47-yard line?
45, 46, 47, yeah.
47-yard line of the Buckeyes.
So a 19-yard run back.
They've got 11-14 remaining in this first half of play.
Did you catch the number of the who ran that back?
No.
I didn't either.
No. Joe, that's your job.
I know it. No, it's my spotter's job.
Yeah.
All right, handoff in the backfield. Oh, fake handoff. Kept by the quarterback, thrown to number 6, but there's going to be a block in the back, and it's all coming. Oh! This referee saying first down, but he didn't see the hold. Now he does.
Yeah, there's laundry on the field. No question there was a hold.
As
it was
soon as
indicated.
It was caught. It was by the wide receiver on the opposite side as the catch was made.
So the Buckeyes will move back.
It's not a hold, it's a block in the back. So they knocked it back to the 42-yard line. That's the original line of scrimmage, I believe, isn't it? No, that's not. It's 47. So it's 5 yards behind. So it's going to be 1st and 15 now. And here it goes. Fake handoff thrown. Caught. Number 12 coming around to the outside. Coming down. Getting blocked. Knocked over at the 40-yard line.
Number 10 made the tackle there. Or the push out of bounds.
Push out of bounds. And let's go back and see who that was. That was Casey Scroggins with the nice catch and run on that play.
So who's number 10?
Somebody. Did number 10 do something?
Tackled.
Oh, that was on the other team. I don't have their sheet out right now. I got my offense out. And here comes on the outside, running around the outside, and breaks open, gets outside, going down. Oh, he cut inside, and a touchdown. Oh, my gosh. Great play by Jalen Haley.
Are there a pair of shoes out there? He left one.
I think so. I tell you what. Wow.
He made some cuts. I don't know how he did it. But he wove his way through those players for Toledo. And
Raymond Shaver, by the way, made the
tackle earlier. Thank you, Joe.
Play.
I appreciate that.
So my spotter told me that.
Okay, we're going to try the extra point here. Currently 22-7 Buckeyes with the lead. Up. Got a penalty. Delay or
nope, somebody moved.
Motion on the Buckeyes. So that'll bring it back.
I don't know. We couldn't hear the number up here. You were talking. And we have 5 more yards for the kick, which I don't think will.
Not much difference. Sometimes it's actually helpful.
Got it up. And it's out of the stadium. Great job.
Yeah, it's over actually in the other field, isn't it?
Yes.
23-7, Buckeyes with the lead. You're listening to Campus Nation, the Internet Sports Authority. Joe Davis is doing the play-by-play. Rick Phillips, yours truly adding a little bit of the comments and color.
And spotting. Should be doing some spotting.
Oh, yeah, right. And camera work and switching. And
oh, you're telling me. Oh, number 10 did that job. Which I got an extra sheet here for the other team if you want to use it to look up numbers.
I've got my own set of sheets here. They're like 1,000 count, cotton. All right.
Here we go with the kickoff. It's up. It's long. It's high. It's going at the 8-yard line again. And coming down the field, and being tackled immediately. Boom, boom, boom.
A few Buckeyes there to stop.
Just a few. Nice run back. Yeah, I can't tell you who. It looks like a number 6. I'm going to go down through these again, see if I can find that number.
You probably mentioned it before.
Oh, I thought I might have, but I can't. This wind knocking my papers upside down.
It's really not that windy. We've been up here when it was a lot windier, Joe. Suck it up.
Suck it up. Okay.
That run went nowhere. A loss of 4 or 5.
Fine.
Buckeyes were just waiting. So it looks like they lost 4 on that play. It's going to be a second and 14.
Oh, good math. Good math.
Thank you.
Did
Thank
a
you.
great job.
Yeah. I was not a math major. Hated math. I was more like English and.
All right, here we go again. 2 in the backfield. Hands of Legendre, I believe. And he's going to keep working and gets up to right at the 25-yard line. So he gained
back
a
to
yard.
looks like back almost to the original line of scrimmage, or maybe an
plus
extra.
one. Plus
yeah.
one. Well, if he was 4 short
3rd
and
and 9.
gained 5.
It's a 3rd and 9.
Use your math there, Rick. Come on.
I said I was not a math major.
Okay, 3rd and 9. So Legendre and Moore in the backfield with the quarterback.
It's going to be a pass.
It's going to be a long pass. Going down the right side. Oh, great defense.
Oh.
Great defense. That ball was on the money. And Ohio State number 19, I believe it was.
That was 19, yes.
Now I've just got to look up number 19.
Okay.
Which will only take me an hour and a half.
It's
Jeremiah Kroom.
Good play.
Jeremiah Kroom out of Youngstown, Rayen, early college.
All right, so it's going to be a punt on 4th down.
Ooh, low punt. Oh, we got.
Did it touch the ground?
Illegal motion is the call.
All right. So is it 5th down now?
Yeah. So we're going to move the ball back. 5 more
This is going to
yards.
give the Buckeyes excellent field position
And
here.
we're standing at midfield to receive this punt. The wind's going to make a little play with this.
Yeah, the wind is blowing in Toledo's face.
And it's up. And it's coming down about the 47-yard line of Ohio State's going to make a reverse, come back this side. Oh, we're going to go. Don't reverse again.
Put your head down.
Oh. He goes, I don't want to go this way. I'll go the other way. There's 3 blue uniforms looking at him, and he just went down. It's like, nope.
Smart move. Good sportsmanship there.
All that running.
Number 0 comes over to help number 12 up. Number 12 gives him a pat on the helmet. Yeah,
he caught the ball at the 47, and all that running, he ran about 25 yards and gains 1 on the play. Oh. All right, here comes the Buckeyes. Gerenstein in the backfield.
Oh, dropped the ball.
Picks it up himself.
Oh, and hit.
Done a loss.
Lucky to get that ball. That ball bounced back to him.
Yeah. He went to hand it to Haley, but he lost the ball in the process.
But it hit the ground and bounced back up to him, so he was able to at least control the ball. And
loss of 4 on the play.
He was swarmed by the Rockets.
That makes it 2nd and what?
2nd and 14.
You had to take your shoe off to get that.
No, I had to look at the down markers. I'm thinking of something else.
I said he lost 4 yards.
Joe, I don't listen to you.
We're proving
You're
that
lucky
point.
anyone else does. All right,
Here
Buckeyes.
We go. Gerenstein has the ball coming to his left. Throws, caught at the 41-yard line. Getting back up to make it a manageable play.
Is that number 9? Who was it that caught the ball?
9 caught the ball. And
7:30 remaining in this first half of play. Buckeyes look like they're trying to push this one in before the end of the half.
Oh, we'll find out in an hour and a half.
You're slow, Joe.
I tell you, when you get me 4 pages of numbers. Almost intercepted. Number 44 for Toledo did a great job on that play.
I don't know if Gernstein didn't actually see him or.
I think he just got in between. Yeah, he's looking past him to the receiver, basically.
So, is this
Ryan Cameron?
Is this actually a 4th down? 4th and 5?
Yes.
Oh. All right, 4th and 5. See if the Buckeyes can convert.
And quarterback keeper coming around the outside.
Not going to make it this time.
Nowhere near.
So the Rockets were prepared this time. They weren't going to let any of that happen with Gernstein making his famous break.
He made about a yard on that play. Got to the 40, so it's going to be
turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs. Oh, they're not even giving him to the 40, which I thought he made. They're giving him to the 41-yard. So it was basically no gain.
So Toledo coming out, and they have 7 minutes. So there's plenty of time for
7:05.
Yeah.
All right, they got 3 up north, 1 down here by us, 2 and 1 in the backfield with the quarterback. Going to be a pass, out to the outside. Great defense. Number 10, or is that 16? 10, I believe. 16.
16.
Number 16 just got his fingers on that
That's right.
ball.
Had he not been able to get his fingers on it, I think that would have been a completion, and he had a clear path to the end zone.
Right.
So that was a touchdown saving, I think we could say. Touchdown saving.
David Cooper for Ohio State. Great play. And David Cooper is out of Chagrin Falls, Ohio.
Chagrin Falls, up north.
Went to Kinston High School.
All right, 2nd down, Rockets ready.
Hike. Throwing long right side. And the ball's there. And did he? No. Boy, it was in his hands. Ohio State was right on him trying to knock it loose, but he was still trying to bring it in. Ball was bouncing around in his hands.
That was number 3.
And he
actually, it looks
bring
like
it in.
Number 3 on, well, maybe that was 31.
31 for Ohio State.
Yeah, number 3 on the.
Hunter St. Andre is the Ohio State player that knocked it loose.
I never did get to finish the point that I was making about university sports.
Were you making a point?
Well, there's international players all over the place in these sports. It's great.
And another going to be a pass. Quick. Knocked down by Ohio State. Great play. Was whistle, guys.
You hear a whistle, Joe?
Yes, I heard a whistle. Well, the Ohio State was still trying to pick the ball up to go, and thinking maybe it was not a pass. It might have been a fumble, but it was a pass.
Well, it definitely wasn't a lateral.
No.
All right, so it is 4th down, and I'm pretty sure the Rockets will punt. That was a quick set of downs there.
Yes, 4th and 10. We went less than a minute since they got possession of the ball. Almost blocked. Ball's going down, hitting at the 37-yard line. Rolling backwards toward the 40. They knock it down to the 39, so it hit the ground on the 37 and rolls backwards to the 39. Ohio State will take over on their own 39-yard line with 6:38 on the clock.
Well, the weather report said sunny today. Obviously, it is not sunny.
I thought it was partly cloudy, but I don't know where the partly came in either.
It's partly sunny. The part is somewhere else other than Columbus.
The sun's on the other side of the clouds.
Yeah.
So it is sunny, but just not on our side. That's what the partly means. Yes.
Okay, so if you're on the other side of the clouds, it's sunny, right?
Yes.
Okay, good point, Joe.
If you're flying somewhere, you're saying, boy, it's a nice sunny day today. And Jalen takes it running up the middle and gets 10, 11 yards, got a first down on that play. Great job.
Did a little stutter there.
I had to watch and see if he handed it off or not.
I think they were waiting for the blockers, to catch up. But
Jalen Haley, nice run.
Haley's got the Buckeyes at the 50-yard line.
The quarterback put it in, and it's almost like he held it there for a second before he let
go.
Yeah,
there was a delay.
All right, Gernstein in the backfield. Hands off him with the ball. Got a motion again. Again was handing off to Jalen Haley again, but stopped dead. So it's going to be 1st and 15. Ohio State's moved back to their own 45-yard line.
Buckeyes don't normally have this many penalties.
No, I know it. It seemed like
kind of unusual.
Don't know if it's just because it's a little nippy out today, or they were up late watching their other Buckeye buddies play last night and didn't get to bed early.
That's possible.
Out partying a little bit after the game.
I doubt that. These are athletes. They don't do that.
All right, handoff. Jalen coming around the outside, let go, and
he's still on his feet.
He's still on his feet, but he got to the 49, and that's all. They're going to finally blow it dead. He got to the 49, got loose, ran around, and got back up to the 49 and re-tackled again.
Gang tackled by a group of Rockets here.
Jalen Haley, nice run.
So it's going to be 2nd and 11, Joe.
2nd and 11 after a nice run.
That's what I was waiting. A nice run.
A nice run is still 2nd and 11.
Yeah, north and south instead of east and west, right?
East and west, right.
All right, so 2nd and 11 for the Buckeyes.
All right, Gernstein in the backfield with Haley. Goes out, throwing deep, open. And almost tried to make a one-handed
That's right,
catch.
Almost a one-hand catch.
That was Anthony Novak. He hit him in the hands, yelling for a ball. Somebody did go after that ball. It's not over there.
No, Joe. It hit him in the hand.
What'd I say?
Hands.
Oh, you're right. There was only one hand up there. Well, when you hit someone, you just think of they're a pair. So
they're a pair?
Yeah, pair.
Okay,
So.
all right.
So you include both when you think. You don't want to offend the other one by not
You're
including.
You're not wearing your gloves either.
No, they're in my pocket.
Okay, you got them ready.
I got to turn these pages. Gernstein in the backfield.
Last minute conferring.
Thiel in motion.
Oh,
that was a one-handed catch. That was a one-handed catch. I got to give him credit for that. I got to find his name here.
Nice catch.
Number 14 for Ohio State.
He just reached up there, and with that one paw, he grabbed it.
It must have been a tight end. And
so it is a 4th down, and it looks like the Buckeyes are going to punt.
Yes. I can't find number 14 on here.
He's on there, Joe. Go to page 7.
Page 14. All right, here goes the punt. Up. High punt.
Whew.
Boom, coming back the wrong way. Nice jump up and catch.
Buckeyes downed it. That was high.
That
was
almost very high.
Straight
punt.
up. So with 3 minutes and 52 seconds, once again, plenty of time for the Rockets to make their way upfield.
And that was Ryan Cameron on the punt, too.
They could put another 7 on the scoreboard here, bring that up to 14. They'd have him a game. Right now, the Buckeyes have enough of a cushion that there's no threat, but if the Rockets can make their way upfield, put some points on the board before the did you find him?
Yes, on the very first page. Bottom, out on the water part. Adam Bardak. And here goes outside running and finally pushed out of bounds. Nice run.
When you say the water part, the part that got wet when you
Yes.
first laid it down because you didn't know there was water on your
You
tray
didn't
up
tell
here.
me there was water up here. You wiped your
I
area
wiped
down.
mine.
Yeah, I know it.
I did my maintenance here.
Devin Legendre. But he's had a few great runs today. He's pretty decent. Ran the ball back to the 45, 46, 47, 48-yard line.
I think Sydney went back to
Toledo.
the car. She must have been getting a little cold.
Oh, there's no chair, no nothing. Yeah.
No, she's left us. Sydney has left the house. Sydney being my wife. She may be watching it in the car.
Backhand handoff. Legendre coming around the outside and gets tackled at the 44-yard line, maybe 43, but I think they're going to mark it at the 44.
It's not really cold.
43.
But if you're not, at least we're moving around up here. We're standing. We've got some blood circulating. If you're sitting in a chair, and there are quite a little fan base here. If you're sitting in a chair, obviously you're not moving. It could be a little chilly.
It's breezy enough with the wind to get like what you call a wind chill. So if it says 55, it probably feels more like 45. And
my wifey, she's pretty skinny, so she doesn't have much meat on her bones to be able to, ward off that
wind chill.
Uh-huh.
All right, backfield. Looking, throwing deep for the right side. Ohio State sees it, can't get to it.
Caught it!
Caught by number 3. Daniel Mensah with a great catch. Ohio State saw it coming before he did, but couldn't get to the ball.
Couldn't get to him, right. Yeah, that was put right in there.
He just did a good job of blocking Ohio State off. Official calling timeout. One of the officials over talking to the other side.
Coach, there's something. They're conferring with the coach over there. I don't know exactly what the discussion is.
Yep, just coming back, starting up play.
Maybe they were exchanging Facebook pages or something.
Might have been,
You want to like me on Facebook?
Hey, you want to go?
Hey, and while you're doing it, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on our Facebook page. We appreciate it.
All right, Derek Daniels in the backfield, hands off.
Oh, he ran right into the Buckeyes.
Boom, ran right into the Buckeyes. And that was Moore, I believe, Richard Moore.
Number 23.
Number 23. If I've done you before, it doesn't take me that long to find you again.
We're getting better at this, Joe. So the ball at the, what's that look like? 31-yard line?
No, 26.
26-yard line. I know.
Yeah. I thought your math was bad. Now it's your eyes, too.
Oh, think of.
If it was going that way, it'd be the 34, not the 31 anyway. So. And here they come. Nice rush, but it must be a hold.
So there's a flag down.
Ohio State pulls him out of bounds, but there was a flag in the backfield. It's a hold against Toledo, so it's coming back.
Number 0 is complaining. He thought he was horse-collared.
Yeah.
But
he was grabbed in the shirt, not the. If you grab in the middle of the back on the shirt and pull, it's not considered a horse collar. Only if your hands are up at the top, at the nape of the neck where the shirt is, and grab there and pull down, that is a horse collar. There's been a couple tackles today by grabbing the shirt mid-back, and that's not a horse collar. So we're going to walk this off.
I usually just grabbed their ponytail and pulled them. Oh, wait a minute. That was not men's football.
Oh. That was your dating experiences.
Shh. My wife is probably watching this.
Well, that's where the flag was. I was waiting for him to mark it off. That's where he's putting it down.
At the 36, Joe?
36.
All right.
Good job this time, Rick.
Thanks.
I'm proud of you. And got it, the keeper coming around by the quarterback. And he gets it back up to about the 33.
So there's a timeout, and that's going to be Buckeyes timeout.
So Derek Daniels kept that ball.
With 1:26 remaining. Toledo going over to confer with Coach. Got the whole group over there. Is this where they bring out the special play?
Yeah, the special play. So watching those guys throw that Frisbee over there. Of course, that thing Frisbee looks big compared to a normal Frisbee.
Want to thank our sponsors, Sam's Meats, Liberty Savings Bank, Crystal Duncan of Keller Williams, And also, we're going to have to bring in our sponsor that we've not actually said anything about. And let me pull it up here real quick. Weblen Excavating and Poured Walls, located in Wilmington, Ohio. They specialize in commercial and residential construction. Contact them for all your needs as far as construction. Their number's 937-302-0466. Contact them today.
All right, here we go. Throwing deep left side. Ohio State's in position. Oh, let it go over his head. That may be offensive pass interference.
There is a flag, and they are saying offensive pass interference.
Yeah, he pushed the Ohio State. The Ohio State player was in position to catch that ball.
But that was a good play, even though it was pass interference, because he saved the catch. And once again, we are not sure when you're on a sideline like that, you might have a clear path to the end zone.
Right. And, Ohio State, if he'd have caught that, he might have ran that ball back. Possibility.
So, in a sense, a good offensive-defensive play. So the Rockets starting to move back a little. The ball is placed at the 49-yard line of the Buckeyes. So what would you say that is, Joe? A third and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. A third and over 35 yards.
Yes. Well, I saw you taking your shoes off to count.
That's right, yeah. Well, I have that missing toe.
Here goes a long pass again. Goes out to the right, throws long and intercepted at the 22-yard line. Coming around, Teal, it is knocked out of bounds, and
there's a flag. So, do they think he was hit out of bounds?
I don't know. He looked at the Ohio State who was yelling, and the referee nodded his head like, yes, I saw it.
At the 40-yard line is where it is right now. Intercepted and brought back. So a block in the back.
Block in the back.
Do you have a helicopter order, Joe?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to quick get out of here.
You're going over to Tim Hortons at halftime to get you.
You go to Hortons. I'm going to B-Dubs.
You only do that so you can play trivia, Joe.
I don't do the trivia is out now. So
they don't have trivia at B-Dubs?
It's a different one, and I don't like it as much.
You don't like it, huh? Okay. All right, Buckeyes have the ball at 30-yard line. They're for 30-yard line. Let's see what they can do with just a few seconds left. What is it? 105.
Teals has it, and going down.
Picks up 10. Not bad. First down.
Or Casey Scroggins. Excuse me, wrong.
So, 9 yards. So it's inches, no?
Scroggins has the ball.
Inches.
Are
they going to stop? Because I think that it was second and 6 inches.
Throws hard and throws it in front of Scroggins on the ground.
Scroggins was cutting across the center trying to.
Now they're marking.
They're giving him the first down.
But didn't stop the clock.
Okay. All right. So it's second down and 10 from the 40-yard line of the Buckeyes. I thought that was a first down.
I did too. I'm looking. The ball's touching the 40. The ball's marked on the 40, and it's like they're not moving it, and they finally did. Okay, Scroggins is already out here. The rest of the players getting in position.
48 seconds still left in this first half of play.
Plenty of time when you're passing the ball down the field. Oh, caught it in stride. Great pass. Great catch.
Oh,
wow.
Nice play. Number 16.
And I'm going to tell you, David Cooper.
David
Cooper, great play.
Bernstein to Cooper. Falls. That was a strike. He hit him right in stride.
Yeah, right
he didn't even have to wait a second. He just
41.4 time on the clock. Ball's on the about 23-yard line.
More than enough time to get it in.
Some guy down here on the bottom wearing shorts.
Yes.
got a big, heavy top on, but he's got shorts on.
Trying to get some sun. Got to get those white legs, those pasty legs, some sunshine.
There was a Ohio State girls we walked here. She had a big, heavy top on and jogging shorts on underneath.
It's Ohio, Joe. You know how that is. Wait until the temperature. If the temperature rises 5 degrees tomorrow, they will be out sunning themselves.
Well, my thing
this is Ohio.
If you're going to wear shorts, why are you wearing a heavy top?
Well, I don't know.
If it's warm enough to wear shorts, you shouldn't be wearing a woolen, thick, heavy.
Is that written somewhere?
I don't know.
All right.
Here we go. Back to look. Oh, he got sacked. Did the ball come loose?
Took a little too much time.
They're putting up 2 for second down. I think it was, and covered up by number 0 for Ohio State. And 35 seconds on the clock. Timeout called.
Buckeyes called timeout.
And they were all over him. He went back. He looked to his right and went back to look the other way, and by the time he did, he was covered by like 4 Toledo. So Kellen Gerenstein.
Good defense by the Rockets.
35 seconds. Ball is placed on the 32-yard line. About the 13-yard line is first down. But they're looking more to get to a goal from here. I don't know how many times, if they have another timeout left, they could get the ball inside for a first down and still call a quick timeout.
It's going to have to be a pass.
Here we go. He's back. All the receivers are down the field, throwing hard, but sometimes when he throws low, quick, he'll throw it too low, overthrows, throws it at their ankles. Like he was open to catch the ball, but throws it at his ankles. Sometimes it's like take a little off the speed and put it in there. Oh, one guy will search right now. Oh, no, I'm going to stay here. Maybe the coach is going to tell him something to go out in the field.
Take back a play?
Yeah, take the play out.
Buckeyes coming up to the ball.
All right. Jalen Haley in the backfield. Gernstein looks, fakes, moves around, gets him time, throws to the end zone. Scroggins was there, but he overthrew him out of bounds. He was trying to give Scroggins time to get in the end zone, but there were 3.
And he did that twirl, and he probably sort of, when you do that, you probably lose your bearings a little, so it's hard to pick up the receiver and be able to fire it back down the field.
He knew he was being crushed on.
Yeah.
So they're going to.
This Rocket defense is pretty good.
Boy, a whole bunch of new guys going out there. They're going to punt. Oh, the field goal?
Well, that would be great.
They're going to try a field goal.
All right, we'll see.
One more guy. Yeah, need another blocker out here, guys.
Is this going to be a fake?
No, it was just a late blocker coming in.
All right. Sets up at the 40-yard line. Oh,
blocked. Low kick. Get to it. Don't let him get on that ball.
That ball's live.
And the kicker covers it. Yeah, that ball wasn't more than 4 to 5 feet high, it seemed like, as it got to the line, and boom, hit immediately. And there's going to be 15.9 seconds. They're going to have time.
Do a Hail Mary here.
They've got time for 1 or 2 pass plays here.
Throw Boston College.
Depending on if it's caught in bounds or not.
Remember that famous quarterback for Boston College?
No,
that
I don't
threw
remember
that Hail Mary? You don't?
No.
Used
a
to
little
play,
short guy?
Used to play in the Canadian. I don't remember him, though, but he's short, huh?
He's real short. I remember that. I remember seeing the short guy.
Played in Tim Hortons land there.
Yeah. He sort of ran around a lot.
The sun. I don't recognize it, but now that is the sun that's coming out.
It's sort of breaking through up there or something. Wow.
All right, so is this going to be a pass, Joe?
Might be. I would say odds are.
Looking the field over.
Throws to the right side and not caught.
Trying to work the sideline.
Yeah, well, they were trying to get it over to, get a little closer to give them a chance to throw a ball into the end zone.
12.6 seconds remaining in this first half of play. Buckeyes leading 23-7.
I'd say he was probably the best quarterback to New England ever had, wouldn't you?
Jeez. Well, beside the GOAT.
Bah. That's what they call me.
Yeah, Billy Goat.
Oh, tackled it. Get rid of that ball.
Yeah. Well,
boy, 40 from Ohio State.
Did not hear the horses coming.
No, 40 came for Ohio State, ran around, wrapped, and put down that Dear Blash. B-L-A-S-H.
You do not want to be blasted by Blash because he's a big guy.
He blasted you.
He's a big guy. Being congratulated by some coaches.
7.6 seconds. They must have called a quick timeout.
Well, they still have time for at least another pass. The other thing is, all you got to do is get beyond the secondary, and you could run for the end zone. So don't have to throw it all the way in the end zone.
But you don't want blashed again.
That might be true. We're going to start something here, the Blash.
The Blash.
All right, so the Rockets are out on the field, and we'll see what trick they have up their sleeve here for this last few seconds of the game, or the first half. 7.6 seconds.
He's back, throwing again short, caught it at the 46 and being pushed out of bounds.
3 seconds.
There's 3 seconds, and he got a little closer.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work anymore because a pass normally takes 3 to 4 seconds. So,
this one's got to be in the end zone or caught and ran into the end zone.
Right, it's got to be either or. All right, let's see what happens.
And here goes the catch. Here goes Blash. And here goes Blash. He was blashed again. Way to go.
Joe, you are going to put that on a T-shirt and make a fortune. Number 40. Put the Blash on him.
He put the Blash on him. That's
so,
I think.
It is halftime here in Buckeye Land. And the score?
What is that? I got shadow on my sheets now. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that is sunlight. So the score, 23-7. The Buckeyes leading the Rockets. And we will be going
way to Blash him, guys. Way to go.
Into the third quarter. They don't know what you're talking about, Joe.
I know it.
They have to listen to the broadcast in order to know that. So let me change the
well, I thought Blash himself might have heard his name. And
I will change the scoreboard so that we're ready for the third quarter of play.
I didn't know if Sydney went into the red building and
I don't
was
think
able
so.
to stay in there.
I think Sydney, she headed.
Well, because she had
back to the car.
The dog with her, so she probably went to the car.
All right. So anyway, I'm going to turn the volume down so that we don't have to worry about that, and we will return back here to the tower, and we'll be back after this intermission for halftime. You're listening to CampusNation.com, your Internet Sports Authority. All right, we are back here on CampusNation.com, your internet sports authority.
Oh, you got to wake up now.
You got to wake up. We are here. Okay.
You got to wake up.
At Tower Park Field, and in the shadow of the Ohio State Buckeyes Ohio Stadium. And we're ready for a second half of football with the Buckeyes leading 23-7 over the University of Toledo Rockets. The Rockets will be kicking off to the Buckeyes this quarter.
Jalen Haley and Scroggins are the deep men for Ohio State.
All right, here we go.
And it's a squib kick up the middle. And goes all the way back. And Haley's picking it up, getting grabbed and pushed back, and really pushed back. Or they're going to mark him at the. Oh, we got a flag from way back here.
Yeah. Well, it was effective.
Personal foul
against the Buckeyes. So it's going to push them back even further.
Wow, because they were marking them at the 14 or 13. Now, let's see where. First foul.
So Sydney says these violations were on all of the cars. She says, but she doesn't understand why they decided it was a faculty parking lot all of a sudden. There's no signs to indicate that. So I don't know. But anyway, there was no fee or charge for it. Well, but we're talking about parking here at the Horseshoe, and we were given a warning that we were parked in a faculty parking space. Even though we already paid $10 to park here, I guess we didn't have a faculty sticker or something.
And here we go around the right side, handoff to number 7 for Ohio State.
I guess that's what happens when you get millions of dollars to turn your parking over to an outside source, right?
Yes.
Capitalism at its best.
John Thiele, Thiele. For Ohio State. And the original line of scrimmage was about the 8, and we're up to almost 11, right at the 11. And here it comes to the outside. Jalen Haley gets to the 21.
Yeah, 22.
22-yard line is where they're going to mark him.
Nice
That's a first
Haley.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, if do these games enough, I'm starting to remember some of the names.
I know, Joe. It's incredible.
It's incredible what I can do when you know the names.
And you are taking your medicine, aren't you?
I hope.
Yeah, you don't remember.
I got some caffeine and my headache's going away.
I might treat you to some Tim Hortons after the game.
Wow. I thought you told me when we do the big stuff, I get to go to the big places.
Okay, so we'll go to the big Hortons location, the one that has Wendy's right next door to it.
And it's a fake handoff. Here goes the quarterback around the right side. Big opening. Goes around. Little jig-jag step there. Gained him about 3 more yards. Gets up to the 39-yard line.
Nice run.
And that is Kellen Gernstein.
Yeah, Gernstein. Gernstein's quick on his feet. He's light.
And that's G-E-R-N, not G-U-E-R-N, like in
Gurneyville?
Gernstein Cal.
Oh. I used to live on Gurneyville, Joe. You know
Did you
that.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And fake handoff, quarterback keeper going up the middle. He's hit and brought down.
He has that patented spin play.
Man, he does.
That breaks a lot of tackles when he does that spin.
30-yard line of Toledo.
So what little sun we had there for a while is gone. We're back to some cloudiness. And, of course, when the sun is here, it's warmer. It's warmer probably by 5 degrees. And now we're back to
that son's better than the daughter. Is that what you're saying?
No. I have 3
Haley
daughters.
has the ball going around the other side to the right and then getting hit. Gained about 5 yards and then got hit.
His teammates
Coach is yelling something,
him.
but no flags. think the coach was basically yelling, "Hey, stop, blow the frickin' whistle."
So the ball will be placed at the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
Yeah, so it's going to be second and looks like about 5.
5.
Yeah, because see, it's a.
Well, up here it looks like it's on the 30, so it would have to go 30 to 20. I think it's.
So are you saying 5?
6 yards.
You're going to say 6. Okay.
Well, if it's on the 30, you got to go 10 yards to the 20, and it's on the 26.
Okay, Joe. You're
My
the
math
you're
would
the
tell
math
me that's
major.
6 yards. Fake handoff, throws up the middle, and caught.
Did he get under it?
That official says ball hit the ground.
Yeah, I thought so.
The umpire couldn't tell for sure. He had the same angle I had, but the side judge says no, it hit the ground.
So in our headsets, you can probably hear it. There is a little bit of wind, and the sun is coming back out. No, Joe. No blow, Joe.
Oh.
No. The sun is coming out, at least behind the clouds. It is appearing.
Yeah, I do have a little bit of a shadow here now.
Yeah. So does that mean that we have 6 more months of winter?
Yeah, I think it does. And it's going to be a fake handoff. Quarterback keeper going up the middle again. He's breaking to the right side. They're going to walk in for a touchdown.
Gerenstein doing his patented play there.
Boy.
He loves that corner of the end zone, too.
He does. Because
a lot of that he does is in that end zone corner.
And that last 5 yards line is more of a stride into the end zone. It's like I got it made now.
29-7 is the score right now.
Are they going to throw the white flag up soon? Or?
No, they don't do that.
Oh, well, Miami did. I mean, yeah.
Well, Miami had some injuries, 2 serious injuries, and I think that what I heard after that was that they wouldn't be playing the rest of the season.
Oh, wow. They
were out, yeah.
And good on the extra point.
You always hate to see, a player not be able to play.
Yeah, I don't want to make jest of a
but I think,
situation where players were hurt.
They were running backs, I believe, or safety, tight ends.
If they were all in the same position and you lose that position.
Right, it's very difficult because it hurts.
And in football, you can't normally, especially midseason, just take another player from a different position and say, okay, now you're going to play here.
Right. So the Buckeyes lead 30-7 over the Rockets. Those Rockets colors, they kind of remind me of some other team from up north.
Yeah, that's what I told some fans over here a while ago. I said, hey, Toledo's not too bad, except they got these ugly blue and gold colors.
Oh. And we're not trying to besmirch the Rockets.
No.
No.
The other team
it's
up
the
north.
Other team up north.
We're besmirching them. Okay, caught at the 15-yard line, running around, getting hit, knocked down about the 24-yard line.
So what do we got here?
I heard whistles, but I don't see any
heard
flags.
A whistle. I wasn't sure whether there was a flag or not.
No, I think they're just blowing the play dead, making sure players know play's over. And
well, we've got a couple big games coming up for the Division I Buckeyes. We've got Michigan State. Fortunately, that will be here at home. And then we're going to have to go north up to that other place up there and play up there for the final game of the season. But
they lost yesterday to the other
to the team we're going to be playing.
Don't say the M word. That's a bad word.
No, can't say that.
Let's say Michigan. All righty. And here comes the throwout. Oh, and brought down immediately. Nice tackle by Ohio State. Fingertip
catch, just barely fingernails probably.
Yeah.
And then the Buckeye smothered him.
Yeah, and that was Legendre. Devin Legendre.
You like saying that,
I do. So he actually lost about 3 yards on the play. So it's going to be 2nd and 13 from the 22-yard line.
That was kind of low.
And again, bad snap to the back, and quarterback gets it. And
I think from the beginning he planned on taking the ball, but it was low.
Yeah, it just threw him off balance a little bit. So by the time he got up to run, where he normally probably would have been already 2 steps away, Ohio State was on top of him. So no gain, maybe a yard. They might have gave him a half yard on that play. Looks like nothing. Still on the 22-yard line. And plays in the back. Throws quickly, throws over, and nobody there.
I'm not sure whether he was trying to hit the first receiver that it went high or the second receiver, which it was short.
I think he was trying for the first one and just went high, but he was getting rushed on quickly by a stream of Buckeyes, and he was just getting it out of his hand. Since there were 2 guys there, it's like, hey, maybe one of you can catch it. And it's going to be 4th and long, and they're setting up and punt. Woo. That is not me blowing into the microphone.
The wind is getting picking up here, but the sun is out, so that's better.
It is?
It's on my side of the I want to say press box, but it's not a press box.
Seth Gray back to punt. Oh, high snap, but he picks it up, gets it on. I think it might have been partially blocked. Might have been partially blocked.
Buckeyes aren't going to touch this one. They had a nice roll for Toledo down at the 43-yard line, it looks like. 43-yard line of Toledo, that is. So they will resume play from there.
So Ohio State has the ball on their own 43-yard line. Trying to make it to the 47-yard line of Toledo. 2 in the backfield, 2 south, 1 north. And fake handoff, goes back, looks like he wants a pass, throwing, caught. Oh, and he does a couple spin moves. He loses yardage actually from where he originally caught it, but it's still first down. Got to the 46-yard line of Toledo. He caught it on actually the 44-yard line of Toledo. But as he spun around to get away, he actually lost 2 yards. But again, gained a first down.
I want to remind everybody, Campus Nation, we're always looking for sponsors to support broadcasting the Ohio State Club Athletics. Rick Phillips, 937-527-6674.
Handoff coming this side. Breaking the corner. Staying in Basta. Oh, and finally went out of bounds.
Just tippy-toed along the line there.
And that was Jonathan Thiele. I pronounce it Teal until somebody tells me otherwise.
So once again, Rick Phillips, 937-527-6674. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor for Ohio State Club Sports, here on CampusNation.com, your internet sports authority.
So it's first down, ball on the 35-yard line. 8:55 left in the quarter.
50? Is that it?
55-yard line. And
that'll be a pass.
Throws the pass, caught on the 30-yard line and going to be tackled immediately. So it's going to be 2nd and 5.
So the clouds are breaking up, and we are getting a little bit more sun coming through.
Clock is running, 8:30 and down. We have 2 coming down this way. We have 1 north. We have 2 in the backfield. And hands off. No, keeper. I was even faked on that one. And he's still on his feet.
He didn't put his knee down.
Didn't put his knee down. He was down, but his knee was still up. And he made it past the first down marker. Great run by Gernstein. He made it to the 22-yard line. All right. Got Haley in the backfield. Got 2 north, 1 south. This time it is handed off to Haley, who goes up the middle, breaks, and almost broke it again. Gets inside the 10-yard line, though, before he came down.
He carried a rocket on his back.
He did.
About 10 yards.
And a hole just opened up, and just as he started to hit that hole, Toledo player grabbed him and literally rode his back for a while, and then he went down at the, 9-yard line? Can't tell if that's the 8 or the 9.
I think it's the
referee standing on the 8, so I think it's the 8.
All right, let's see if the Buckeyes can punch this one in.
So 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Aaronstein and Haley in the backfield. Looking deep, he's open. Oh! Hits his hands.
Yep.
And went out.
Each one.
Oh, we got a penalty being thrown. Looks like, and he's looking at Toledo's bench.
Oh, it's a first down. So it was on Toledo on the coaching staff. Yeah. That thing looked like a jart. You know those old the jart games, the darts. That, yeah. They're not allowed to play them today because
he threw the flag at Toledo's coaches.
Yeah. He throws another one.
And one's getting thrown out.
So 2 penalties, and you've got to leave the field, huh?
Yeah.
Or maybe.
Well, he placed it on one and pointed at him. He didn't give the
heave-ho?
Thumb heave-ho, but.
All right, so the Buckeyes.
So ball's moved.
We're going to play some football here.
It went up the first time and went up the second time. So let's see where they're finally going to mark it.
Well, I mean, it's half the distance, right?
Of both times.
Right, so now it's at the 2-yard line.
2-yard line.
All right.
So now the referee is over talking to probably the head coach of exactly what happened both times, or at least the second time. The second assistant coach,
obviously
it
was something that was said about a call, a play, something to that effect. And the strange thing about it was the umpire. This is our guy that did the game a few weeks ago. He heard it across the field, so it was obviously leveled high. And there was another ref that was over there sort of almost in the face of what appeared to be a player that may have been injured because he's holding his side. So I don't know whether he was an injured player, but he got in his face and was not happy with him.
No. But the tall coach or assistant coach, all in gray with the sort of orangish hair on top, he's the one that got the second call against him.
Okay, so it was 1 call on each. Yeah. Spread it around. Spread the love around, Joe.
Spread the love.
All right, so the Buckeyes are going to have it first and goal at the 2-yard line.
2-yard line.
And they're already leading 30-7, so let's see if they can tack on some more here.
Oh, high snap. Oh, drops the ball, picks it up. He's gone. Oh, lost it again in the end zone. Who gets it?
A Buckeye.
No, it's going to be a Michigan player getting the ball in the back. Going to be a touchback. Per this official over here.
Well, yeah, that ball may have been down. We'll have to wait to see what the final ruling is.
I think this referee's calling the others over, saying, I've got the ball down. Let's see what happens. The last time, it looked like he was on the ground when he had the ball, then it squirted loose. So if he was considered down at that time, that had been like on the 1-2 yard line.
A little bit of conferencing going on here by the Zebras.
Up. Going to call it a touchback.
All right, so that is a critical turnover, at least in the sense of Toledo, because it prevents the Buckeyes from tacking on another 6 or 7 points, and gives some new life here in the second or the third quarter to Toledo, who are trailing 30-7 to the Buckeyes.
Gernstein talking, but I don't think he's not going anywhere.
He's not going to convince them to.
And I think two officials had different calls, and one guy saying I thought I had him down one, and the head official with a white hat, who's the one that called the penalties a minute ago against Toledo, he's the one that made the final decision, and he said I'm calling it a touchback.
Yeah, and if you would have heard him during our game a couple weeks back with George Mason, very, very knowledgeable official.
So they get the ball to the 20. High State does not score. 6:49 left in the third quarter, 30-7. And here comes the snapback, and it's a handoff. And to Moore, and Moore gets about
got a few yards.
3 yards on the play from the 20 to the 23. See, I know Moore and Legendre now on their team and running backs. Derek Daniels, the quarterback, number 1.
Sounds like you either have a cold or you're getting a cold.
It's this wind blowing into my nose.
Oh, okay. It's the sound of the wind rustling through your nose, Joe.
That's it.
All right, it's going to be a pass.
Pass. Derek throws out to number 30, caught,
Nice
and
pass.
ran out of bounds about the 29-yard line. Let's see if they mark him 28 or 29. 28.
Working the sideline there. Looks like it's going to be, what,
Third
and 2.
Yeah, it's hay fever, and when
Hay fever.
And when it gets to this wind in this area, my nose is just like a tap, just on. All right, we got 2 in the backfield. Oh, and we got a bunch of Buckeyes running all over the place. Now,
you think they saw something?
I think somebody moved.
No, it's encroachment. You're saying encroachment.
Yep. I thought the headline's been through a flag, and he's not calling encroachment. He's calling against the offense, but evidently they said the encroachment caused the offense to move.
All right. So, we got a first down?
And they gave him a first down. Yes, it did. Good job,
and
Rick.
10.
From the 33, and he gets outside. He's going to get tackled at the 29.
Nice
so they
tackle.
lost about
Nice
4
tackle.
yards on that play.
How many?
4.
4. I thought you said 40.
About 4 yards on that play. It's just the head that they're not letting me talk plainly. But it's 4 yards.
So are you waiting for the big bowling season to start?
Yep. My final year.
You're going to retire after that,
I'm going
huh?
to retire.
Or you're just retiring from everything.
I am. And we're back. Throws out, caught at the 30. Does a little jig move, gets to the 30, 40, and falls forward to the 41.
Now you can see that bright sunshine break out there.
There are some shadows out there now. I even feel a little heat from my right side right now.
Yeah.
Coach in the red must be the defensive coach. He's doing a lot of like third base coaching signals to the players.
All right, Toledo on the move.
Throws sidearmed and just doesn't get here. That was sort of a sidearm sling and didn't make it to the receiver. So it's going to be 4th down and 3. Are they going to punt or are they going to go for it?
I bet they go for it. I mean, you know, we're still just in the third quarter, play with 4.5 minutes to go. But at some point, you got to say,
we got to get points.
That's right. We got to make up 23 points somewhere, and we're not going to do that if we keep punting the ball.
So it's going to be 4th and 2.5 to 3 yards, maybe closer to 2 yards. So we'll find out here. It's
All right,
be
big play
down.
for the Rockets.
3 receivers out to the south end of the field here toward us. To the quarterback. He's looking. He's flinging. Caught in the middle of the field. Great play. He was wide open. Nobody went with him.
Well, the quarterback looked to the right and sort of did like a fake, and the Buckeyes bit, and the receiver became available right there.
Well, we had 3 receivers going down. 2 went longer, and he cut in across. Nobody went across with him. And I don't see his number on here. Number 13 is the one that caught the ball. There it is, Nick Rutowski. And here goes running back. It looks like, was that? No, it's Legendre. I thought it was Moore, but it's Legendre.
Picked up some good yardage.
He did.
About 5. 4.
1, 2, 3 from where the referee's
Well,
standing.
they just moved the stick
Yeah,
back.
it did. He was up about almost 5 yards, and then they came back. And I was counting up to go to where you were and stopped at 3 when the referee stopped there. So it looks like it's about 2nd and 7. Ball's on the 43-yard line. And here's the snap. Fake handoff. Throws. Cross. Caught. And tackled immediately. That's number 3 for Daniel Mensah. Made the catch.
And we
got a player
Buckeye
hurt.
that's down. We've got, I think it appears that the Rockets are deciding that they're going to go for these short passes, clear out and hit the player, and that they might be a little more effective doing that than trying to go for any kind of bomb or anything.
That's our guy, Bash, and he's got a right ankle. Looks like he's a little ginger on.
Coming over to get some attention from the Buckeye bench.
Is it just a cramp?
Could be. And you can get cramps, even though it is a little nippy. You can still get cramps.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to do more with dehydration than anything.
Right.
That's why we stay hydrated up here, Joe, so we don't get any cramps.
That's it.
It's always bad having a cramp when you're trying to broadcast.
Do not like it, especially if it's a tongue cramp. Here we go. And Moore has the ball, I think. I don't think that's Legendre. I think it's Moore.
Can't turn the corner.
Moore could not turn the corner. Got behind, and he lost a boatload. It looks like about 7-yard loss, 6-yard loss, all the way back to the 42.
That'll be a 2nd and 17. So where are you taking us out to eat, Joe?
And back to football. And here goes Derek. Looks, throws. Oh, behind the intended receiver, Jack Glowski, and he was open. The ball was just behind him, and there were 3 Buckeyes around. Possibly almost intercepted, but did not. Ball goes back to the 42. Got to get down to about the 26-yard line for a first down.
Well, you're old enough to get Social Security, aren't you, Joe?
Yep.
And you've retired from 3 or 4 places, and you also get coaching money and refereeing money. You should be full of money.
I got grandkids too. And it's fumble on the field, and the Buckeyes get it. Yeah, late handoff, did not quite get all the way inside the running back and it popped loose.
Turnover on the Rockets.
And the Buckeyes pounced on it. So the Buckeyes have it at their own 44-yard line.
Looks like
45. And, well, we keep moving it.
2:19 left. Yeah, you're right. He's moving it.
Now he's going to put it to
46.
the 46-yard line. They got to change the yard markers now.
Yeah, got to get them moved up. So from their 46, the Buckeyes take over, heading back the other direction. See what they can do here.
2:19 left in this quarter. Oh, runs around, gets loose, throws now down the field. It's incomplete.
He had the right idea.
Yeah. And it hit him in the hands. He just could not pull it in, and the ground helped him scoop it up into his body. That doesn't count. Not I'll do that. It's a no-no. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. I don't believe anybody scored. Has anybody scored this quarter?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. High State got all the way down.
And they had
fumbled the ball.
It's been a quarter of turnovers.
And that's a handoff. And
hit that hole fast.
he did. And that was by Teal. Jonathan, either Teal, Thiele.
Might be Thiel.
It's either Teal or Thiel. We're going to go Thiel. So it's going to be about 4 yards. Got about 6 yards on that play. Throws quickly and caught.
Yep, they're calling it a catch, number 9.
Catch, and number 9 made a great catch on that play.
So the Buckeyes say, Toledo, you're not the only one that can do these quick hitters.
All right. Thought I highlighted his name and number a while ago, but I can't find it now again.
Well, that would be a good idea since a lot of these plays are happening over and over again with the same players.
I don't have his number for some reason. I'll find it. It's not Bartek, though, which we had before. It's 14.
Page 7.
And going up the middle, Thiel.
Nice pickup.
Thiel made another nice run.
Well, we got what they promised us, Joe. We've got sunshine galore now.
Ryan Cameron on the last page.
All right, Cameron.
Ryan Cameron on number 9 made that play. And again, it's going to be Thiel. Started off a little slow, didn't get a big, looking for a hole, and got up, maybe gained a yard.
Close to the first down.
Yeah, it's going to be close, but I don't think he got it. Let's just see.
Depends on where they mark it.
It depends on where they mark it. And this official where he's standing looks like they may have it. So
it's close.
And that's the end of the quarter.
Okay.
So they'll, before they move the ball, I assume they'll mark it to see if it is a first down before they move it, or they saying it's short about a half a yard. Then they'll go down and move it and put it at the other end because it's at the 31.5 yard, and I think he's got to get to the 31 to be a first down.
So after 3 quarters of play, the Buckeyes lead the Rockets 30-7 right here on campusnation.com, your internet sports authority.
Who are we sponsored by?
From the campus right here, the Ohio State University. One of your favorite places, right, Joe?
Right.
Other than B-Dubs.
Other than B-Dubs. Love the shoe. I love B-Dubs because I can watch all the games when I go there, either on Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, and we actually are on the screens frequently at these types of places like B-Dubs.
And handoff. No, fake handoff. Here he comes around the right side. Breaking it inside. He gets down to the 15. Great run by Gernstein.
And, of course, our great sponsors, Webland Excavating, Liberty Savings Bank, Sam's Meats, and Crystal Duncan, Keller Williams, Pinnacle Group Realty. All your needs are met there. You got food, you got digging around in the dirt, you got banking, and you've got, of course, if you want to buy a house or some property.
All right, here we go. Gernstein and Haley in the backfield. Scroggins down to the right. Got 2 to the north. Looking, he's running to his right. Looking, stops, throws deep and high, and it's caught by Scroggins. No, they're saying no, he went out of bounds. I thought he may have caught it before he went in the air, but no, evidently not. Great catch, though, by Scroggins.
Well, he cleared because there was another Buckeye in the end zone, and it was sort of a diversion.
But Scroggins went up, caught it, but when he came down, he could not stay in bounds when he came down.
So, 2nd and 10.
But a great play and catch and throw there on that play, really. Gernstein made a great throw to get it right there, and Scroggins made a great job to go up and get it. Unfortunately, just a couple inches out of bounds. Gernstein has it. And does a fake handoff, throws the other way, caught! and runs into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And catch was by Adam Bardak from Buffalo, New York, St. Joseph's Collegiate Institute.
I'm surprised. Now, last time we were here with George Mason, they had grills out and they were grilling chicken and all kinds of stuff, and it was making me hungry the whole game. There's nothing out there today, but I can smell something. I don't know whether it's something coming from a restaurant around here or someone's out. Oh, okay.
You're smelling the wrong thing.
Are you vaping?
Not me.
Lincoln Tower Field. See?
It may be one of the nearby restaurants, or maybe somebody in the tower behind us got their window open.
So the point was good. So it is now 37-7 here with 14-14 remaining in this last quarter of play here.
They still have the third quarter marked on the thing, but I know it's
that's
fourth
right.
quarter.
I've done that a few times, not often, but usually I'm perfecto, but I forget and I don't change the quarter.
But it is the fourth quarter.
Yes, it is. Trust me.
So we're at least 4 touchdown lead. 4 touchdowns with 7 points would be 28. We're 30-point lead, so need a 2-point conversion in there.
Well, unlike high school, we don't have running clocks, Joe.
I know, too bad. And the ball's up high, deep, caught. The 10-yard line, 15-20. Ball's moving around and tackled down at the 25-yard line.
Speaking of a running clock for our high school fans that follow us, we've got the Waverly Tigers being hosted by the Clinton Massey Falcons. This coming Friday night will be on the air at 6:45.
Should be a good contest.
Well, they played last year, and the Falcons squeaked out at home a 3-point win with a field goal. And so we would expect that Waverly, they're interested in maybe some
revenge?
Revenge, yes.
My prediction is Massey Falcons, Clinton Massey Falcons.
All right, well, we'll put that down, Joe.
Mark it. And here we go, pitch out, and trying to get out of the backfield, and I don't think he's going to make it, and that is Legendre.
Lost a couple yards.
Ohio State Buckeye, they had just a great defense. Yep. They're quick.
They are. I'm telling you, Joe, if we didn't tell you this was a club football team on either side of the ball, you'd never know. You would not know.
And here we go again. Legendre in the backfield with the quarterback. And going to be, he got hit. He got away. Throws it. Is he trying to throw it out of bounds? He did.
Just threw the ball away. Running for his life is what was happening.
Derek Daniels, quarterback, was hit immediately. I thought he was going to go down, and then he broke free and knew he wasn't going to make it very far, so he just threw it over his receiver's head out of bounds.
Once again, I want to thank all those people out there, be it from Toledo or the Toledo area, or obviously here in Columbus for watching us here on Campus Nation. And, of course, all the fans of all these players all over the country, maybe even all over the world.
Now we've got Derek Daniels and Moore in the backfield. It's going to be a pass, throwing deep down the right side. And Ohio State just held.
No flag. Yeah, I was going to say there should be a flag. He was holding them up.
Well, he held his ground, and that's what I was saying. Ohio State held his ground, but he put his hands on his chest, slowed him down, and that's going to be pass interference.
Now, I'll tell you, Joe, there's something that I didn't mention, and you might be able to look this up if you can see, or someone might be able to text me at 937-527-6674. I saw a young woman with a Toledo Rockets uniform on at halftime.
I believe they have a kicker.
Okay. And so it would be interesting to know who that young woman is. And frequently, because I know that is a position that women will tend to play on basically male football teams.
I think that's Grace Dudziak, D-U-D-Z-I-A-K.
All right, so.
I say that because Grace sounds like a female name.
You're probably that's probably as good as your math, Joe.
And usually, if a woman or girl or female plays football, a lot of times they are the kicker.
That's true, yeah. And I've seen, I know even for my hometown high school team, Beaver Creek, they had 2 girls that did punts and kickoffs and all that, and they were both quite good.
Yes.
And a lot of times they were like ex-soccer players.
Yes, that's what they are. Back, the long pass coming down the field. And this time, no pass interference, and the ball goes wide.
Wind is kicking up, Joe.
Can you tell?
Hang on to your toupee.
I wish I had one.
Yeah, you're probably more in the advanced stages than I am. I just have that little round spot where I put my yarmulke.
My round spot has went global. Ball's on the 42-yard line of Toledo. And here goes Ohio State. Oh, man, great block. Ohio State 33 was about ready to clobber the quarterback when he was blocked up in the air. Great defense on that play. There was a pass down the field near the 50, about the 46-yard line, and Ohio State went up and knocked it loose. So this is 4th down and about 7. And this is, I don't want to say it's game, but, you know, they can only have so many minutes left to score.
Yeah, you've only
so
got
many. They need to score off this drive to keep that live going because Ohio State going to eat up a lot of clock after this, and they're just not going to have much time left. If they can score off this drive, they can still have some hope. Here's a pass caught, but hit immediately. Boom! On the 45-yard line by number 23 for Ohio State.
So that is a turnover on downs. Ohio State, the Buckeyes take over on the Toledo 45.
And that is Caleb Slover. Man, and he make a great tackle.
He put the hit, didn't he?
Oh, boy. He's got the hair coming out the back. It looks like the 70s when he played.
Well, Joe, the 70s were when you and I were in high school.
And I couldn't. I never had hair like that.
No, you've never had hair like that.
All right. Backfield. Fake handoff. We're going to pass. Oh, he caught. Oh, my gosh. I thought it was the way down the field.
Great?
And can he score? He's going to the end zone on the corner side and knocked out at the 1-yard line.
Wow.
I thought Ohio State was going to try to just run the clock out.
He was white. What do we got?
And
there's no flag
down. No flag. No. Well, ineligible receiver downfield.
All right. So even though there's no hanky on the field,
I don't see one anymore. Ineligible receiver downfield.
That's when they touch the top of their head.
Yep.
And rub their tummy.
Rub their tummy and say la 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 3 times real fast.
So anyway, well, that was a great play, great run, but goes for naught.
All for naught.
Back at the 50-yard line now, so we've got a 1st
and 15.
And 15. We'll try this all over again.
Yeah, if he threw the flag, he must have thrown it and picked it up real quick.
Yeah.
Because I'm like you. I looked around and it was saying no flags. About that time, I saw the referee out touching the top of his head with, okay, must have been.
All right. See what the Buckeyes can do here.
All right, 1 in the backfield, 2 down this way, 1 up north. Here comes a blitz, picked up. Quarterback throwing deep down the field to Scroggins. Did he catch that ball? Yes, he caught that ball.
That is a
wow,
catch.
That was a great. Caught it on the 14-yard line. That was one heck of a catch by Mr. Scroggins.
You're right. Wellington High School, Wellington, Ohio. Grace, I think it's Duzak. She was our kicking specialist when she was in high school, also district soccer player. What did I tell you, Joe?
Wow.
Thank you. That's number 35. And
well, see, on here it doesn't say 35, but I said later it had to be because it's the only one marked kicker. They just changed the number. And throws it out of bounds. I mean, over the receiver's head. It finally made it out of bounds, but it hit the ground way before that.
So Wellington High School in Wellington, Ohio. And she was a district soccer player.
I thought you were saying Wilmington High School.
No, Wellington.
Wellington, yeah, that's got it right here. But see, on here, it's got her at number 26. But their kicker is number 35. That's the only one marked kicker, so I figured it had to be her.
Uh-huh. So she, for Wellington, she was their kicking specialist.
Wow.
I know a lot of girls particularly are brought in, like when they played for Beaver Creek for my high school, they'd come in and they'd kick fantastic onside kicks.
Throw into the end zone corner and just throw it too far.
Too long.
He was there. Scroggins was there again.
Yeah,
had his man beat by
he just needed another 10 yards.
But unfortunately the ball went, 10 yards beyond him, but out of bounds. So did someone text you?
Yes, someone in the audience, obviously from the Toledo area or Wellington area.
Right. Well, I assumed it had to be her because earlier I said there was a Grace Dudziak or Dudziak, probably Dudziak, and I assumed it had that was the only kicker marked. And another throw to the end zone. Scroggins there. No, that's not Scroggins. That's 9. Made a great catch for Ohio State. Great job. And that is Ryan Cameron. Great job. 6'4", sophomore from Worthington, Ohio. Thomas Worthington.
Yep, Worthington. We know where that is, Joe, right here in the Columbus area.
Yep.
North Columbus area. All right, we're going to try the extra point here.
And another 35. Both kickers are 35, if you noticed.
I didn't notice. You've got the paperwork.
Well, you can see on the field.
Okay, so did I just –
that was a good kick. Did you just what? We're not sure what you did.
What's the score here? 45-7?
45-7.
I must have taken one off instead of adding one. So 45-7 in this fourth quarter play with about 10 minutes and 40 seconds. Well, not about, exactly. 10 minutes and 40 seconds.
We do need a running clock just to get Rick done.
We do. We do. And we certainly appreciated that fan letting us know about Grace and watching Campus Nation, as well as all the other fans that are out there on both sides of the ball.
Anybody that hears me pronounce somebody and it's wrong, feel free to type it and give us the correct pronunciation. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, and it's a short kick on purpose. Kid about the 25, got to the 35, and fell forward about the 37.
A lot of whistles.
Well, I think their players are still thinking it's a loose ball, and the referees are saying no.
Little rugby here, huh?
We're blowing the whistle, guys. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! A lot of excitement on this end of the field.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that's all about.
One guy goes, "I got the tackle," and everybody starts screaming and. Some of the yelling is started by some of the assistant coaching staff on the sidelines.
You think?
Yes. And then the players all cheer in afterwards. All right, defense on the field. Here goes Toledo. Snap back to the quarterback. Derek throws it outside to Moore. Moore's trying to make it outside and gets around the 40 to about the 41, maybe 42. So positive running on that time. Last couple of times they've had negative yardage.
Yeah, they picked up 5 yards. I guess that is positive, Joe. 10-17, 10-15, clock's running. In this fourth quarter, Till the end of the game.
Moore is still in the backfield with Derek Daniels. And handed it to Moore. Going up the middle, breaks a tackle, gets a first down.
Yeah,
Moore's running with some power right now. He's ran good today at times. Unfortunately, the defenses just broke through the block sometimes and got to him. But he did a great job of running that time, breaking some tackles and gaining yards. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line of Toledo. Let's see. They've got 3 north, 1 south, 1 in the backfield. And I believe this time it's Legendre. And batted, and he picks it up. Oh, wow.
What was that? Batter.
It's like that's like
the baseball.
The baseball. Batter.
Wrong sport.
Wrong sport. Well, he batted the ball up and batted it, and then finally caught it. But as he caught it the last time, about 5 Buckeyes tackled him. So he gained a yard on that play. It's going to be 2nd down and 9. Sometimes you're better off not to catch that ball.
Well, that's true.
Keep
Especially,
your body safe.
Yeah.
All right, we got 1 down here south. We got 2 up north and 1 in the backfield. Here goes out. Throws this side. He turns, and the ball hits the ground and bounces to him.
Just a little short.
And that is Daniel Mensa down here they were trying to throw to, number 3.
It's 44, Joe. I was right. 44-7. They had it wrong on the scoreboard.
I didn't say you were wrong. I didn't say anything. You just said it's 45, and I thought.
Well, it said 45, and I thought, where'd that extra point come from? Did I hit Did I hit it once or twice?
I thought it should have been 44, but when you said 45,
right.
I didn't
want
to.
Right. Thanks, Joe.
When you said 45, I didn't want to disagree with you, you know? Well, it was 40. It was 37 before, and I said 7-point touchdown would be 44, but oh well.
Yeah, you and your math, Joe.
But you said I gained 1 and lost 1. I thought you meant a whole touchdown, so I didn't know what you were talking about. So it's 4th down. It's going to be 4th and 5.
I know you haven't been taking your meds, Joe.
All right. Again, we got the game on the line play again. It's going to be 4 yards, a little over 5.
Right. Well, I mean, there is no point in them kicking this ball away under the circumstances.
No. I wasn't even considering them punting at this point. Okay, we got 1 in the backfield. I'm sure it's not going to be a handoff run unless they just try to get the first. Oh, somebody's running down the field and they haven't hiked the ball yet.
Someone didn't tell him. Wait a minute.
He's looking back like
number 0.
What's going on?
We won't call any names out, but
no
it was
names
number
this
0.
Time.
He had a good break.
Brother of Justin Glowski.
Oh, Joe.
I didn't say his name. All right.
All right, so again, 4th and forever. Oh, nice.
Hot, but it's only gained about 1 yard.
Yep, turn over on downs to the Buckeyes.
I think they're going to mark it right on the 50, I believe. Let's see where they do mark it. Oh, they're going to mark it way up there. Did he catch it up there and got pushed back? So it's going to mark it at the 48 of Ohio State.
I don't know where he got pushed, Joe.
Got pushed back at the 48.
Push him back. Oh, the sun is really, we've got, look at over there.
How do you pronounce a U?
Those young ladies over there, they don't have, they've got shorts and no sleeves.
It's sunny over there.
All right, so the Buckeyes with the ball, I imagine they'll try to keep it on the ground just to grind up some time.
That's what I thought last time. Here goes Haley, and he gets just a foot over the 50-yard line. They're going to mark it right on the 50, I think, though.
8:14 remaining in this game. I don't know whether we've got, of course, we have our high school playoff football on Friday, but I'm trying to think when our next hockey game is. And, of course, because hockey goes all the way into March, we try to make sure that we do a football club sport before we do the hockey club sport.
Good rushing, and they did not have number 4 in the backfield. That was a hike 2. Ohio State number 9.
But anyway,
Ryan Cameron caught that ball.
Once again, if you go to our YouTube channel and you subscribe, you will be alerted to the next event that we have. Obviously, Friday for high school, and then back to club hockey and club football.
Have a new quarterback in the backfield for Ohio State. He hands off to Thiel, and he gets a couple yards.
Once again, keeping it on the ground, Joe.
Yep, trying to run the clock a lot.
6:59.
That is number 5 in the backfield for Ohio State.
And if my wife is watching the broadcast, which she's probably out in the parking lot from the car, please leave the dog in the car. And if you're going to come back to help us carry any of this massive amount of equipment that we bring with us all the time.
That is Spencer Moore from Lakota East that's in the backfield quarterbacking right now.
Okay, Lakota East down in our neck of the woods.
Caught by Scroggins, breaks free, gains about 2 more yards after he caught the ball. Gets the ball down to the 36-yard line.
Lakota
and first
East,
down.
they're in the Westchester area, northern Cincinnati. Lakota East and Lakota
Liberty
West.
Township, it says here.
Yeah. Well, it's still Westchester, Joe. Westchester's not a city.
No.
A lot of people think it is. It's not.
a town.
No, it's not.
I've been in Westchester.
But it's not a town.
It's got a city limit and got houses and everything.
Well, of course it's got houses.
And a big run up the middle. Throws. Boy, that was a nice run. That was Jalen Haley. And he just took one guy and just threw him off of him, but then a couple more grabbed him.
We say he shed the guy.
Shed the guy?
Shed the guy.
He should?
Yeah,
he should have shed him.
So anyway, let's see. Are they the Thunderhawks at Lakota East?
There's 2 of them there, Lakota East and
there's
West.
Lakota East and Lakota West.
One's one and one's the other.
Yeah,
I think it is a Thunderhawks.
Yeah, I think so.
What's the other one?
Let's see. And, we've actually done more broadcasts from Lakota West than we have East, because a lot of times that's the district for basketball,
right,
where they have the you've been there with us, haven't you?
Yes, and I did the volleyball. I had a volleyball game I did there at East the other day in the sectionals. And up the middle. Wow, way to go. That was Thiel again, Jonathan Thiel.
Yeah, those high schools are big high schools. They're mirror images of each other.
They have to be.
That was the ruling. That's why Mason High School cannot. They have to provide the same amenities if they were to build another high school. So they just simply. And Mason has. You talk about fantastic facilities, almost like college facilities.
Well, they built on an extra thing for like a YMCA, and there's doctor offices in it and everything. And they can't, if they build a new high school, they have to build another thing.
Exactly like the original Mason High School, yeah.
And that's kept by the quarterback. And he runs up to the 21-yard line.
And normally Mason High School is the largest public high school each year as far as the number of students in the state of Ohio.
That's again, Spencer Moore, 5th-year senior, 6'1", 200 pounds.
Buckeyes are interested in just running the ball. They're not trying to strike. They're not trying to score.
And this is a handoff this time. Oh, there he goes down, and is it going to get in? Yes, he runs all the way in, and that is Jalen Haley. Got another touchdown. And going to make it. How much will this make it?
50. 50-7, Joe.
What about the kick?
Well, that could make it 51.
Okay.
And well, they could go for 2. I don't think they can.
I was just going to see what you said, then I was going to check the clock.
So we got a message here.
Right.
It says, "Hello, Rick. I love the live stream for the Ohio Club football game. Can I get a shout out, please?" Well, give me your name. I'll shout your name out.
Yeah. Shout. And we're back on the kick. Down,
Extra
up,
point.
and it's good. So that makes it 51. Or 51.
51, yeah.
51. 2-7. You know, it doesn't feel as cold right now that it did earlier. I don't know if it's because the sun's been out for a while, even though it sort of went away.
Our next club hockey game will be against Xavier University November the 11th. So, Xavier, and I think, Sydney, isn't that, is that at Xavier, or is it up here at the Ohio's, at the ice rink up here?
I'm busy.
You're busy?
I'm busy.
You already know that?
I already know it. I haven't even looked at my calendar.
You don't like hockey, do you, Joe?
I don't understand it, don't know it.
Hockey is exciting.
It's not that I don't like hockey. I just don't know it. And I don't want to get out there and do broadcast saying they're skating down the floor. And
we have a young intern from Ohio State, does an excellent job of hockey.
Nice run back by Toledo on a short kick. Gets the ball near midfield around the 45-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. Maybe a little shorter than that. He went out of bounds. Going to be a little short of the 45. That'll be close to the 43.
I think Xavier, they play their home hockey games at Sportsplex, something like that. Same place I think that UC plays their hockey games down in Cincinnati.
Right. They play a lot of AU basketball there too and stuff, and also club volleyball.
Yeah, it's a complete complex. It's got all kinds of stuff. They do what's that called? Curling with the stone that they.
Oh,
no,
I thought you meant like curl my biceps.
You have no biceps.
All right, and hike to the backfield. Caught by number 3 for Toledo, and that is Daniel Mensa. They got the ball right at midfield. 3:30 on the clock, and it's still moving. So it's going to be second down. Yeah, the guy looked up. Oh, I still have first down mark. Second down and 4.
3:21 remaining in the game.
Second down and 3. And hike back. Throw long on the right side. Big, tall guy can't get it.
But
No flag.
He did get it, didn't he?
No.
Did he get it?
No.
Oh, okay.
He touched it.
He was being held up, but I don't think that he was going to be able to catch it anyway, so they probably didn't throw the flag.
No. All right, ball in the 50. Third down and 3. Got 2 up north, 2 down south, 1 in the backfield. This one's technically offside, but they didn't call it. And then another long pass to number 30 and knocked loose. They hit him in the hands and was knocked loose by Ohio State.
No flag.
No flag. Yeah, the yard mark is on the 50, and this one guy down on this side had his foot, half of it over the 50 and half of it short, and I said that's offsides, but no call. And a hand up the middle to Moore.
Good
Moore's
run,
running,
good run.
And he gets over the 45-yard line.
That's first down.
First down.
Good run.
I think he got to the 40. Are they going to mark it the 45 or 40? They're going to mark it right on the 45. But it's enough for about 2 yards over for a first down. So Ball still going. There's 2:40. The question right now is not who's going to win the game, but is Toledo going to score? I think it'd be fitting for Toledo to at least score one more time before this game's over. So let's see if Ohio State can stop them or if Toledo can score.
That hockey is at Xavier, so that would be at Sports Plus in Cincinnati.
And here goes a deep throw down the run. Ohio State intercepted it, number 20, at the 14-yard line.
Got some flags, or there's a flag up here, and we've got some whistles. But it depends. It could be waved off.
Oh, the one player is pointing.
Roughing. Did they rough the passer?
Must have roughed the passer.
Yeah, okay. So that ball will be a first down for the Rockets.
Toledo Rockets.
Doesn't take away the fact that he got the
interception.
Yeah, that he got the interception.
Played good.
Yeah.
So that moves the ball all the way down to the 30-yard line of Ohio State. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 30.
With 2:11, plenty of time for the Rockets to score.
How far do they? What yard mark they got to get to get a first down, Rick?
Well, they've got to go at least 10 yards, Joe.
I know. I said that. I said now.
Well, that's down to the 21.
Okay. No, 20, not 21. 20.
Look, he's on the 21-yard line,
No,
Joe.
he's on the 20, just off the field.
Okay, he's off the – well, he should be off the field. He can't be on the field to play.
Okay, here goes Legendre. Gets around and gets –
going right for that flag.
He's still going, and he's going to get a touchdown.
Oh, nice run.
He was being tackled in the backfield, got loose of a couple guys, and all the way to the other side of the field, down the sideline, and in for the score.
Great run. So what's the score, Joe?
It is 51-13 at the time till Miss Grace goes out there and kicks the extra point.
Now let's look to see. Is Grace on the field? Yes.
Number 35.
She is on the field.
Yep.
And we're panning in here, getting a close-up. There she is.
Yep. Because see, on my thing it says 26. That's why I wasn't sure.
Uh-huh.
But that is Grace Dudziak.
Let's not put any pressure on her, Joe.
Up. It looks good from here, and it is.
It is.
51-14 with 2 minutes and 1 second. Beep. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning.
What was that? What was that again?
2-minute warning.
Gosh. Okay. Back to that famous structure right there. What's that? That's.
I thought you meant me.
That's the stadium seats what 100 and.
They've upped it. It used to be 102, but I think they got more in there now.
Well, I know that that team we will not mention from up north, their stadium, what's 110 or something?
107 or 100.
Yeah. That is the highest. I think that is the largest stadium anywhere in the country as far as NCAA football.
Yeah, they broke a record. The most people in one stadium see a team lose at one time.
Who did they lose to?
Us.
Us.
Well, about anybody else. They lost, but it wasn't at home. They lost the other day to that other team up north.
Right. Well, we can say their name because
that other state up north.
We don't care about.
Oh,
yeah.
I just don't
Michigan State.
I just don't say. Yeah, it's Michigan State. Just don't say that bad word. But I can say Michigan State.
For those that don't know, when we play that team from up north, they always have all the signs everywhere, anywhere that it's mentioned. There's an X a red X that crosses out the M. That's why we say Michigan.
And the Ohio State made a run back, jumps a player. Great run back by Ohio State by Jalen Haley. Comes over here and then went to get tackled, and he leaped him, got a couple more yards before he ran out of bounds.
They can do that in NCAA football. I don't think they can do that at the high school level. I don't think you can jump a player like that.
I've never heard that rule, but I don't know.
I don't think you can.
I will not. When I don't coach or
we had that happen at the Massey game with Northridge.
Probably because they don't want somebody hurt.
Hurt, exactly. That's it.
Which I was told, I didn't realize this, but they said the targeting rule was put in not only so the guy getting hit, but because when you hit a guy with the
helmet, you can cause a concussion yourself for yourself.
Or you can bend your neck and be out of football.
Yeah. Yeah. Always want to protect the players first and foremost.
And here comes Haley around the outside, but they're meeting him. He's still pushing. My gosh, I thought he was down to 39. He makes it to the 42.
Once again, about 5 rockets on him. That was a tackle by committee, Joe.
That was. And he was still pushing them. He was still gaining yards. I was like, oh, my gosh. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Looked like he lost a yard and ended up gaining 1.
Good comeback, Joe.
Thank you. All right. And running up the middle for Ohio State, number 31 breaks loose. He's around the left side, cuts back to the middle. And finally tackled at the 42-yard line of Toledo. That was Hunter St. Andre. Man, he's a powerful runner. What they might call the old fullback-looking
Number
runner.
7 having some difficulty there.
Showing me touchdown right there. Hey.
They're doing the O-H-I-O.
Are you talking about our 7 or their 7?
Their 7.
Okay, I was looking at our 7 when you said that. He was giving a signal. And at that time, I didn't realize they had a player down.
So players taking a knee, and typically, while they're attending a player, be it either side, we usually try to focus on other things other than the injury until we find out how the player is. They're helping him up.
Yeah.
Seems fine.
And the fans giving him a nice
round of applause.
All right. Spencer Moore in the backfield with 2 runners on either side of him. And he's going to hand off to Thiel. And Jonathan Thiel gets up. We got a penalty against Ohio State.
Something at the end of the play.
That was before the play. It was illegal motion. Killed the play.
He's waving it off. He's picking it up.
He went like that, which means Ohio State moved in before it, so it's all over with.
And that is the end
of the game. That's why nobody was doing anything. They were like, oh, do you want to mark it off? Do you want to mark it off? And all of a sudden you realize the clock's running out, so no need to move.
No. And my favorite part of the game, other than the game itself, is when the players come to the Big O and
meet and greet.
And that's right.
Rick, it was fun working with you again.
Well, thanks, Joe. I appreciate it.
I don't lie too often.
We thanks for helping us out. And now, after we leave here, we're going to buy some Ohio State goods and apparel for your son.
That's right. I'm sure he's not listening, so I can say that.
Okay. Well, then I take it back. We're not. No, Joe's taking us out to dinner at some steakhouse.
Yeah.
So your score here from Ohio State, The Ohio State University 51, University of Toledo 14. This has been CampusNation.com, your internet sports authority, bringing you, and we're very happy to bring it to you. You Toledo fans that are heading back up north, have a safe trip back. Anyone, don't forget, like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can be alerted to any future events here at The Ohio State University. Rick Phillips for Joe Davis.